last game session, we started off with finishing off the demon. Well, no, we finished off the demon in the basement, and then we followed the. We had much discussion on whether or not to go through the secret tunnel or to turn back. We ended up going through the secret tunnel and ended up in the sewers, where I believe it was the wizard marked a danger room on the tunnel where we first entered the sewers. And we kept following, I believe it was like scratch or track marks in the sewer that the elf had seen. And we followed those for numerous hours until we got to a portion of the sewers where it was especially slippery and possibly could fall into a bunch of muck and sewage. Mainly dangerous to the halfling because he was very small. After that, we used some of our rope and got past it fairly uneventfully. Then we came across a unstable cavern where rocks were falling from the sky. Roof. And again, Matt went first, appeared to get through the other side. Then after a bunch of discussion, I just went by myself. And while William was trying to cast a silence spell to get the rest of the group through, failing.
It eventually worked.
Really, guys?
Trust me, I am a wizard.
After numerous failed attempts, the dwarf ended up going through the tunnel by himself as well, succeeding a lot, like very much succeeding. Because dwarves are very potent underground. And then the rest of the group followed after.
And the only reason he succeeded was because I caught up with the...
Okay.
That's
sure.
right. He made him silent.
Okay, and
I'm
then...
going to say I passed, and then he had me roll again because I passed.
I do like that you said that because I was going to bring that up too. It was odd that for some reason only one person had to roll twice.
Oh.
The dwarf.
Okay, and after that, and after everybody got past the collapsing unstable cavern, we ended up in a massive cavern, I think, with scaffolding, I believe it was, leading down further into the sewers, and I almost got impaled in the head with a broken metal pole that the elf saw and did not like to share with a little piece of cloth hanging on it.
He didn't want to share the metal with a piece of cloth?
No, he
marked,
share that.
He marked it with a piece of cloth. He didn't say, hey, watch out for this.
Yeah.
I was ahead
Did
of
not
everybody.
warn
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn around and wait for you and go, hey, look, watch out for this.
Yeah.
I was scouting ahead, so I marked it so it was easy to see. And
Okay.
I kept going.
Sure.
And the
I did.
halfling noticed it and didn't say anything either.
That's the one that you need to say something to. I didn't know who fucking marked it. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
My whole point,
He's
I
been
marked
sure.
it so it's easy to see, and everybody can go, hey, why is there a cloth there? That's cool. Hey.
Everybody was very much operating radio silent.
Yeah.
Do not discuss.
I mean, I kept getting yelled at for making noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make up your mind. Throwing freaking rock. I wasn't there. I don't know anything
Then-
about any of this.
Okay, and then after the scaffolding, we followed the tracks a bit further until we found a very small pipe, effectively, which we all...
Yeah, I wanted to kill him. All right, go ahead and continue, please.
Finish up.
We found the...
Is it annoying
small-
when people talk over you?
Sometimes.
So yeah, we found a small pipe that led into this massive cavern, which we are currently in right now, and we heard, well, the elf heard some chittering in a small opening on the side of the cliff further down with a big winch mechanism leading down into the depths of the pit.
I think it's obviously just the elf hearing voices again.
Yeah, probably.
me, Mario.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So, despite your adventures in the dark, somehow Andy has wandered along with you.
Been here the whole time. Look
Look,
at
I
him.
found bells.
He appears to be winded just like me. Did you run the whole way?
It's downhill.
Jesus.
Suddenly realized.
I mean, how many levels do you have? You and I are probably both like...
I suddenly realized.
Your healing drop ones I'm removing. The fatigue level you did have. So it's about 3 a.m. at this point.
Yeah, I'm 15.
Mhm.
For sure.
How wounded are you still? Because you were tended to, but you weren't here.
I am down 4.
Or did you mark it when he tended to him?
I marked it when he tended to.
Oh shit!
So he is slightly wounded, but he took 2 healing draughts at the time. Honestly, right now, Alan, him, and Tolman all have some wounds.
What is my critical wound? It says I've got 1 of 5.
Oops. Only 1 hit point missing.
1 of 5. No, it doesn't matter.
It's a pretty large portion of your
I
stat.
think
You got 1 hit point.
That's where if we're using the rule for every critical hit
Got
you
like
get
9.
that's
Why is it
yet
that I
to
can
be
only
treated
see
by, like,
yours and
medical
mine?
attention surgery type stuff.
I don't
If
know,
it
I-
goes
I-
back
I'm
to
just
I only
that,
see
we're
hits.
not doing that rule.
So
for
that's
previously,
weird.
So that's what that's
Why
rules
can we
for,
see
one of
hits?
5.
so.
I can
Ignore
see
it then.
you.
Yeah,
See,
ignore it.
I can only see mine and his.
It hasn't really become relevant.
It's
Nobody's
special.
taken that much damage, anyways. Normally, you're dead before that
He's got a
becomes a
little,
factor.
he's got a little glowing bar
Okay,
above his name because he's so
Whether or not we will use that, I don't know. But like I said, odds are if you take 5 critical wounds, you're probably already killed.
Yeah.
compensated.
Yeah.
He's compensated.
It's based off your
For
toughness.
something.
So, now with that adjustment, well, before we go into game mechanics, I know you said you're putting
like
it
your
into
points.
toughness
Mhm.
to get more hit points.
Yeah.
And Matt, where are you spending your points?
I put I increased my intelligence by 1, and I think it was my brawling.
Okay. And Ben?
I increased my ballistic skill by 1 and my ranged crossbow by 2 more.
Okay.
There are 2
You changed careers.
Body snatcher.
You've decided a brand new career. As you've been wandering through the sewer, you've
Yep.
been finding bodies here and there.
I'm
You
like,
keep
know what?
snatching them.
Such a good
This is
idea.
so weird.
You guys just
I'm
put a
as
body.
good at brawling as I am swinging.
Look at this body.
It's gotta be worth something.
Yeah.
We go to a retreat that
That's
sets a bunch
insane.
of body stuff.
I put
hide.
2 more
I put
levels
2
and I get
points
my
in
next
endurance,
set.
and I had some leftover experience, so I put 2 points into.
You been holding on to it?
No, like I've been putting
what
points
was
in
it?
the toughness.
Oh, so you get the
I'm
next
almost-
2
I'm
bonus.
points in
almost the
endurance
next
and 2
bonus.
So
points.
they give you
in-
5, 6
cool.
more, right?
I
think
have
it's
2 levels of
Alright,
earning.
Oh,
so I-
Jesus Christ.
5
It's
five
not that
points
much.
into
It's only
gossip, 1 point
11
into
more?
debate with extra.
Oh, you like just started those other
Because you
2
get
skills?
Okay.
10
No.
plus the 1, right?
Mhm.
So you get 11.
Isn't
Jeez,
it 10 for the
Yeah,
first
he's got a lot of
5?
hit points when he goes up in
15
bonus.
for-
That
Oh,
makes
it's
me wanna do
5
that
for the
now.
first 5 skills.
Hardy's amazing.
It is.
I mean, it's
What?
I'm at the point where
Yeah.
per toughness points is 50 XP, so that's all I'm spending each session. But
Your toughness. Jesus.
What, you got 20 toughness at this point?
No. Good lord.
Okay, so it is dark.
I have a 43 toughness.
There is no sign of light. So you probably will need a light, given that you can sense directly off in front of you is a very large drop.
He can
Is
see
the
anywhere.
drink still?
Can you see?
Yes, he has
Yes,
the night
what's the
vision due to drinking the
real?
frickin' vial, even though I told you rolled, actually.
It wasn't a vial. It was a bottle of wine.
It was still, for
a
you,
vial, what I would have questioned it as medicine.
at the time I remember specifically, you rolled 4 hours for him. I don't know
Your
if it's
eyes.
been 4 hours.
I can
It has.
It was 1 o'clock when
Probably
we went
not.
to go assault.
It's 3 o'clock when we ended,
see. Yeah.
So it's
and it was
really
11 o'clock ish when you guys assaulted the place.
Oh,
So
he's got
yes,
minutes.
I would say
thought
yeah, it's
it
gonna.
was after midnight because
Yeah.
the bells had tolled
Yes, it was.
before we started.
Yeah, when you guys were arriving there, I made a point to comment that the bells were tolling
Right,
midnight.
because I was freaking out
So
about
yes,
it.
you probably have about an hour or so left.
But you don't know that.
That's cool.
Just like I don't know that I have minutes probably, or maybe an hour left. I don't know what I have left. on
Yeah,
mine.
you guys don't know your duration that you have. So it's been we'll
You're
say
right.
it's been 3
I
hours
hate it.
of a
Why
D10 hour.
Why can't I be the usual elf and be like,
George, I think Mom
you're the one.
Okay.
You're the one who drank the dwarven ale.
as long as it doesn't make me frenzy, or if it keeps me from frenzying, I'm happy.
Add
I'm just glad my highest base stat. I
talent
rolled
of
for
night
breakfast
vision to you
was ballistic skill.
temporarily.
41, the base roll.
Night vision.
And a plus 10 perception.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, can you see in the dark now? No.
Nope.
Okay. In that case, I will drop the effect. Delete the item itself.
Nice. Wow, nice. Is that what you guys have for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Nice.
So what you're saying is,
Nice.
I think it's nice.
Noise.
I think so.
Okay, vision. You have vision range of 20 yards with dark vision
20 on first question.
and most importantly, you can detect things within 20 yards.
Thanks.
Okay, so you should be able to see now.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a ledge.
There is a ledge right at the edge of it. Okay, so the basic scenario here is to your south is a small tunnel, sewer pipe type design. Barely big enough for the group to squeeze and crawl through. The halfling was stooped over, crawling on his hands and legs. All of you are totally filthy, having been trudging through sewers and sewage and remnants and so forth, mixed with a couple of layers of rock dust and other scrapes, bruises, etc. You guys have been traveling through the tunnels now for close to 3 hours, a little over 3 hours maybe, with no signs of any inhabitation or activity until just recently, where, like Ben said, the elf had scouted ahead along the ledge to the right, where he could hear voices and squeaking from a ledge off to the side. Ahead of you, there's an open chasm, natural cavern, that extends upwards, downwards, and out further than you can see. Other than the elven wine, nobody, and I mean, even with that, nobody has used light at all the entire time.
We have a special status effect that makes it to where, as long as we're still gross, our
No, nobody's using
social
light.
We're currently not, yes, but we were using a lantern.
Oh.
Were you?
Yeah, because we're debating about how long an oil lantern
Yeah.
lasts.
Okay, yeah, okay. So yeah,
We're not currently
Okay.
using
I get a whole
correction. Most of the exploration was with lanterns.
Okay.
Okay, so at this point, now that they know that there's something potentially there, they've decided all the lanterns are turned off. You're relying on your dark vision and so forth. And the plan, as I understand it last time, was the elf and the dwarf. The elf currently is subject to a silent spell cast by the wizard. They were going to, at least they were going to move up along the ledge, get around the corner, and then the dwarf was going to throw a bomb at whoever happens to be out there, assuming they're bad guys, to blow them up. The silent spell would accomplish a couple of things. One, it would conceal their approach. Two, the explosion then wouldn't be heard by other creatures within the caverns because of the silence. Because the theory is, at least according to the elf, there's something called Skaven, and he's saying that they have a tendency to run and get help and so forth. So he's concerned about a few hundred more of them in the nearby areas.
Yeah, like that one.
Yeah.
We're
So
also planning on throwing a bomb at the witch.
That's after the fight.
After the fight.
yeah, the concern is outside of the area. There's a wooden scaffolding that's been built up with a large metal winch that has a thick iron chain that descends into the darkness, and a hand crank that a couple of people could turn if they wanted to move the chain. Okay. No sign of anything else. You guys are on the second layer down of the Undercity. So you have the sewers, you have the upper Undercity, the lower Undercity, and then there's rumors of the depths beneath that. The dwarf has only once or twice ever been to this level, and I think we said you'd never been to the level below that. Or maybe it was the opposite.
It was the opposite.
Okay, so he's been to this level on occasion, so he has some familiarity with these creatures. But he's rarely been to the one below it, because the only ones that go down there are like formal patrols going on a attack type thing. It's too deadly otherwise. But so far, nobody's actually been injured other than potentials for like big rocks and things.
Too stealthy. I avoid all the rocks.
Yeah. So
What? He can't lift big rocks. He can lift
All I'm saying is, if another freaking pebble or anything else gets thrown past me, I'm shooting halfling.
You almost closed my window, huh? Oh, you just opened the window.
How the fuck? I was just using the mouse. I don't care.
Now I'm gonna do something all about strength of things.
okay, so
Where'd
I
that mouse
literally
go?
was in the middle of using it. It just swaps computers. I don't need it. It's fine.
there's a certain quality that you expect when you pay only $3 a mouse.
Okay, whatever. I don't need it. I haven't used it in like the last couple game sessions anyway.
Have we seen anything come up the chain
at
No,
all? Or
you have not
doesn't
seen
move?
anything living or moving in the tunnels.
Our suspicion it's a lift, and we're not currently going down that deep currently. So we're going to stop their access to be able to go up and down.
And why the hell would we go down?
Why not? We can see in the dark. This is
Well,
easy.
an important fact: the reason what brought you here was you guys were following the trail of the evil wizard that you killed in the basement of the warehouse. You weren't here for that fight.
Right.
I killed the
So-
evil wizard.
After the fight out in the courtyard
Yeah.
that you barely survived, you took a breather by the gate.
It's
The rest of the group went and explored the warehouse and discovered a secret lab, alchemy lab type thing underneath the warehouse. Okay, within there, there was a wizard that was doing experiments and had turned the two assistants of Professor Hayes into zombies,
Darn it.
I
along
found
with
them.
the other
I
zombies.
killed.
Okay, there was summoned a demon who Matt fought for rounds and couldn't get the upper hand,
Just couldn't
and then
hit it.
the halfling
No, I
stepped
hit
up and just killed
a
it.
lot. One freaking hit.
I mean, he just knew where to hit him. I
Yeah,
guess?
he did.
With the murder knife.
Okay.
No.
Meanwhile, the dwarf
pretty
pursued
obvious.
the wizard,
You
took
need
him
to
out
make him
fairly
make a
easily,
Oh, I also rolled like 8
and
success
he was trying to
rolls.
escape through a secret door in the back
all
of the
about
room that led into the sewers. So the group has been following his trail. Supposedly, the elf has been successfully finding everything.
Wait, but we killed him.
The wizard?
No, his trail, like, he's been
No.
down here.
He's
Oh,
been
yeah.
here before.
Oh.
Okay.
I really wish that all of your communications were in check, 'cause I would have absolutely been like, it's this way.
Just 100%. Like,
Uh-huh. So
scumbag says this way.
that's the summary of where we're at this point. So you guys are currently in a single file, roughly on the 3 foot or so ledge, 3 foot wide ledge. It's enough room as long as you're taking.
You said 6 foot last time.
No, 3 foot. It's always been a narrow ledge.
Always did say 3 foot
For
is not
you as
narrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right. For you as a halfling,
Yeah.
it's like a person with a 6 foot ledge.
My brain
Right.
was like, it was the same height. It was the same width as I am high, so my brain went immediately 6 feet because
Right.
that's how tall I am. But it was
You're not-
my character.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's fine for me.
other than the halfling, it seems to be completely safe as long as you're taking your time and looking. Along the wall, there are iron spikes that have been impaled into the stonework, and there's a length of rope tied to the first 10 or 15 of them, going most of the way to the other ledge. Rope looks fairly fresh.
The FBI are
Okay.
currently investigating.
The elf did that.
Yeah, oh,
You can say that about most things.
So,
the elf did that.
yeah. As long as you're not fighting in a rush or doing anything complicated, the ledge is safe.
I don't it's always safe.
If you're in a rush or something else is happening, or you're dodging in combat, it's not going to be as safe. It's a narrow ledge. So it's kind of hard to dodge a sword when you can't move more than a foot.
Just let it hit you.
Or yeah, the dwarven tactic is we don't dodge. So
Yeah. on that note, can you purposely make a weapon hit you in an armored area?
Game mechanics, no.
Because it's all based on their attack.
Yeah,
I
we,
mean,
like,
parrying-
block with
Parrying's not dodging. It's effectively what it is, but yeah.
But if I succeed,
If you successfully parry, then you eliminate the strike.
yeah, then never mind.
We could probably come up with a mechanic for that if you want to take like a penalty on your dodge, but if you fail the dodge, it's going to hit a specific location, sort of like a reverse called shot.
Like throwing your arm in the way or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I could see an aspect for that, but then you're asking for more damage versus just avoid the hit.
Or you might run into like someone puts on a full armored breastplate, and none of the other locations you don't have the encumbrance or other movement penalties, and you always do the -20, and you're always going to make up that damage because you have that much armor.
Conceivably, yeah. Yeah, at this point, no, you can't put your arm in the way. Is
You
a
know
simple
what?
answer.
No.
I'd be alright with that though. As a GM, I'd be like, fine, go ahead.
Anyways, for the current scenario, what would you guys like to do? There was also some talk about large rats.
Hey, turn them into meat pies. Delicious.
Well, I think the group at one point theorized maybe they have something big and particularly strong that could turn the wind.
By itself.
like me.
Yeah, that's a good thing we have a bomb.
What's that?
It's a rogue.
So
The dwarf's going
But it's
first.
like, so we're all under this silent spell. Is that correct?
you are currently under the silent spell. The rules of the silent spell is any noise you make, everybody can hear just fine. None of the sound goes outside of, what was it, 14 yards? 12 yards? I think it was 12.
Yeah.
So it's a radius of 12 yards. Any sound made within the ring cannot escape it.
Okay.
Any sound outside the ring can go in. Any sound within the ring is perfectly fine.
So
it just
there-
doesn't go out.
So the monsters are potentially almost within the circle already.
No. 12 yards would be 6 squares.
Is it 2 yard squares? I thought it was 1 yard square. Okay. Okay, never mind. Let's move forward and board.
Do we want to bring him further up?
Start the march.
None of
That's
you
what
are
I'm saying.
supposed to be moving.
That's what I'm saying. If you guys want to rearrange the order of operation, you guys are welcome to do so now.
That's what I was saying.
If somebody else wants to go first, or with the group.
Yeah,
And
we'll
right
start
now, are the other 5 of you staying behind until things fall apart, or are you going to go up with them at the same
I
time?
think the plan was everyone was coming up with us. Maybe not like directly next to us, depending on how they want to do it. But I'm probably not going to be stealthy out of game.
Who's
So,
moving around?
as we turn the corners, it's going to explode and things are going to happen. So if you guys want to be on top of us anyway, that's fine, because the goal is we're going to round the corner and charge the thing.
Okay, so
And
move up to this location, or less. Get no further than that for the time being.
Does anybody want me in a different spot?
That's what I'm asking. I
Yeah,
want to make
that's
sure everybody has the opportunity. If you prefer to be closer
You wanna be in
forward
front
or
of me?
further
I
back.
don't know what we've left behind us.
Because I know, Thad, you're good with range. You don't really want to get into hand to hand.
We've
Oh.
had absolutely
I'm third
no
one.
interaction with anything aggressive or
You.
in this, other than the halfling.
There has been
Huh?
somebody throwing rocks.
No,
You
So
want
was-
to?
Was your
No.
apprentice taking a hand weapon?
Yeah, I was talking to him.
I was testing the structural integrity of the cave.
I believe it.
Do you need a hand weapon?
Okay,
I proved
Alright.
that it was stable most of the time.
he needs to die
Do you need a hand weapon?
because I want his dagger.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be honest.
So you guys good where you are?
I'll give it to you my leg around.
Mhm.
Yep.
Over and over again.
Let's go. I'll give it to you in your sleep. Don't worry about it.
Right.
I do have
I've already had a
board
discussion with the group about that. Hopefully, they don't forget.
Which, speaking of, I'll be drawing my
Nice
quarter
and
staff.
slow.
Do not allow
Okay.
him
The wizard pulls his quarterstaff off his back.
to be on.
I got my
watch.
crossbow ready.
Crossbow's out and loaded.
I know it's a moot point, but my bow is out and loaded.
Hand weapon out.
So I
Okay.
can
Knock the
immediately
arrow.
drop it.
Knock the arrow.
So
Right.
the arrow would be dropped. The bow does not.
Bombs
drop.
out and maybe lit.
I throw the bow to the ground. It falls off the edge.
Bombs out.
Yeah, you're probably actually gonna do that.
No, I got my hand. My hand.
You
Well,
probably should just
It's
have
only
the sword
because
out.
he's insanely frantic as far as getting into combat.
Well, if he has a sword out, then he's guaranteed to succeed.
He likes hitting
If he has his bow out, then at least he can get into melee combat. It's always
I
the
don't get it.
opposite.
Yeah.
You always have to
It's
drop
like
something.
making a show of getting into melee combat. You throw your bow to the ground, you pull out your sword.
Anyway,
Just don't throw it off the cliff.
what does this drink do for me again? It makes me not scared. And
Yeah.
That's it.
You're brave.
Turns
It
out that's
it
what's been giving you the
also makes you
frenzy.
immune to gaining stress.
Right.
Okay.
Blood Vince is what gives you frenzy.
Okay. So you guys all move up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will move you up to the corner.
Ooh.
I guess I'll move you up slightly more.
The halfling.
So dwarf, you get up to there. Give me a stealth roll first.
The halfling has disappeared.
I'm under the.
The
I'm
halfway,
under you.
halfway jumped off.
I mean, I'm not trying to be super stealthy. I'm more trying to go for speed than stealth.
I'm gonna trade one shitty skill for another shitty skill.
They'd have to be pretty. They'd have to be pretty close to be able to hear it. I didn't think they were that close, so I think he's
I
okay.
just need a stealth skill.
I see this. The whole black and white
Bam.
reminds me of spy versus spy.
-7.
-7. Okay. So you peek around the corner. I'm going to move you specifically. Leave everybody else where they are. That's what you're able to see. You can hear voices coming from over here.
I did not see that name.
You're still this -8.
Currently with the plate leggings, yeah.
My turn. Stealth skill.
Well, it depends on what the dwarf's going to do.
My goal is to start running toward it till I see something to throw a grenade, hopefully behind it.
Okay, so you just go around the corner, take an initial glance, and then take off at a trot?
Mhm.
Okay. So, Matt, you see the elf step out, look around, looks...
I'm a dwarf.
Okay, you see the...
He tried to give you an
I
upgrade.
tried to help you.
You know.
Now
Dwarf
what?
steps around the corner, looks around briefly, and then starts clanking his way away. Slowly, but for him
I
it seems
casually
fast.
walk up behind him.
Okay.
Because I believe I'll be able to casually walk. Yep, I can casually walk. Oh!
Never
Okay.
mind.
What were the other next person in line? Oswald, you see the two of them move around the wall. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move up.
Okay, you hear an exclamation from the elf. Okay.
Hey,
Heinrich,
I stay behind him.
go ahead and move.
Wait, it's not. He says, "Oh," and I go wrong.
And Tolman appears out from under me.
And Ben or Thaddeus.
So be excited about these odds.
Stop grabbing
You're
my
brave.
leg.
I didn't say I was worried. I just
I
said,
go
oh.
into stealth mode.
Okay,
Trust me.
so you hide in shadows.
If I had the ability
That's my
to,
job.
I would have fired. But
Okay, so you guys get to there. We will start an initiative mechanism, even though they're not necessarily aware of you.
Super stealthy.
They are.
And I'm super fast.
Elf doubted by skills.
Well, just enters about where they're like deafened
rolled up.
from the mountain metal.
Correct. You have not rolled yet.
I'm still super fast.
Okay, Eliathan, you are the first to react.
that is fantastic. Why do we all have fear?
No, that's fear to Tolman.
Coleman has fear because it automatically does that.
I'm scary.
They're scary to the midget.
The way I'm going to try to modify that is it's doing it because you are considered small size.
Yeah, I remember.
So I mean, obviously we're not using that, but we need to figure out how to change your character to register it as a medium class or medium character on the character sheet.
If we do that,
delete the small
Small?
talent.
Okay.
but if we do that, then doesn't that affect my targeting problems, or where I get a bonus against guys that are larger than me?
That would have an issue with the calculations all
Yeah.
there. though,
Okay,
so.
then we'll just ignore the fear for that.
Okay.
I have to ask.
I can probably modify the talent.
I'm not on the.
Yes, I did roll.
initiative.
Okay.
But do I need to roll yet, or can I act normally this round?
Good question. Let me see how it defines it. Your
Come on, coward, charge with your sword.
yeah.
I'm not on the initiative.
You're not on the initiative.
No.
Unless I'm an unknown creature.
You don't get to go.
That's fine.
Oh,
good luck with
my.
the ratlings.
That's there we go. Now you're on
I
the
don't even
initiative.
remember what I have to.
Hey, I'm at the bottom.
Oh,
Or-
this?
Okay.
No.
No, you're
So which one is this? This is your. Only range.
I'll hold until after.
God, being fatigued sucks ass.
Um.
I would have made it otherwise.
Could you run up to the car and grab my pistol?
If you're fatigued, are you more likely to?
Yeah, I would say if there's an enemy within visible range, and the the distance.
Before you said charge range.
30,
Which
yeah,
there is
30,
one
30
within
feet,
charge.
30 feet, 6 squares type aspect.
It's fucking stupid. I'm trying to decide if I want to waste a fate or a
Fortune?
I don't have any of those. It would have been
Honestly,
a.
this is a much better
I
room
draw
than
my sword and charge.
Okay.
I can't see all the room, but
Charging
is a
this
very
one.
big room.
Okay.
If I can, how do I move to here and press spacebar? Does that do it?
Yep.
Yay!
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, so you go running over to that one. It looks up, distracted from whatever it's doing, as it suddenly hears you like a few feet away.
Slaughter!
All it hears is swing.
All right, so I can go to my combat page.
I would be.
Make sure you target it.
Oh yeah.
Targeting.
I thought it was a right click.
Double right click.
Oh, double right click. Okay, there we go.
Or
And I need to turn on my frenzy.
Mhm.
Which, how do you do that?
We need to remember to sell that bow.
We do.
There's two of them.
Yeah, they could have been worth some decent
Where
money.
do I turn on frenzy at?
Okay, both.
I know it's
Is
an elf
under
spell. It's like
your.
only firewood use.
Oh my god.
It is kind of cold in here.
It is.
I bet it burned for a long time
Effects.
too.
Unholy rage. I see that. Which way I need to say that
And
out
then we
loud.
could sell as a gear.
Um,
Assuming it doesn't
Within the
destroy,
frenzy
but he gets
itself,
mauled.
I think.
okay. That's what it looks like
Active
it is.
event is enable it when entering frenzy.
I'm trying to find where it says enable. Now I have two frenzies, Sean.
Okay, so I'll remove one.
No, it's a good thing you're silent, so nobody can hear you screaming.
Doubles every single time. It's okay. We just need to get the elf armor.
There has to be. Just put him in plate.
Yes.
Give him a great sword.
Great sword plate. Send the elf out there.
Jesus.
It's the tactic you're using.
I can't remember how to do this. I cannot remember it all.
It's not an extended test.
Is fatigue
Just
making
turn.
it easier for you to go into
Frenzy.
frenzy?
Yes.
That seems.
That's how it is.
Yep.
That's
Because-
because your mind's weaker because you're tired.
Well, sure, but
So get a good night's rest and don't get angry so much.
Trust me, I want to raise my willpower, and I can't. Because I'm not in a class where it allows it.
Unholy at the bottom. Toggle the
just gotta
effect.
get an invitation to
I just turned it on for you.
At what bottom?
You can raise
It was
one,
in
so
your
okay.
passive effects.
Oh, I've got it.
Or, no, it's in
Ah.
disabled effects.
Disabled.
Now
effects.
it is on.
Where you-
It's not
easy
showing
with
on
power,
for me
right?
unless now I have two of them.
Well, now it's in your passive effects.
I don't know.
Yeah. Disabled
And
effects.
disabled effects has frenzy, so you tackle that one on the far right.
Yeah.
Now you're
Okay.
frenzied.
All right. Fantastic. All right. So combat. I don't have my
You do have your elf bow.
yeah, whatever.
You vaguely remember having it in your left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Right before you turn.
And I technically have animosity versus this target as well.
Okay.
That would reduce this modifier. Socially or physically attacking target.
You socially attack him.
Animosity is plus 10.
Is
You
mine-
low quality
That's
present.
right. These are
That's what you toggle. The
Is
bottom
mine-
one there is free
so
animosity.
3 levels of fatigue. Is that from
Okay.
And that
getting
gives you
down
an assault
earlier?
bonus.
I believe it's from the healing drop.
Okay.
Oh, you get fatigue from the
I believe when you
Yeah.
use you don't.
He got it from the fears
fears.
because when the fear goes away, he's
Okay.
fatigue.
Okay. I was just wondering. I
Okay.
had 3. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
that,
Hit him
that's
with
why
one.
you got it. 3
Wow.
seems
You
extreme.
hit by one.
but
Okay,
I
well
know
you
you at
didn't.
least
You
got a
didn't.
couple
Oh, yeah, you did target him. Okay.
from
So he responds by trying to defend himself. You strike him anyways across the leg, doing 9 points of damage to the unarmored creature.
Okay, well I hit him again.
Okay.
What kind of jerk beats on slaves?
What's
The
wor-
elf, obviously.
What's worse is that I had no choice.
It's fine.
Yeah.
A couple of
That
them,
poor
I'm
dude's
sure lots
leg.
of people said that over
It's okay.
this
That's
year.
critical.
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. A couple of them are going to take a grenade.
You did because he was taken out.
God, they're scared of slaves.
Don't worry about P&B on there.
Oh, he's
That
dead.
made me so
He's out.
happy.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Once
I'm
see the
Scratch him in
artwork
the
by
blast.
hand.
Did you just chop his leg off?
Chop both legs.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, no. He hit the
He's
right leg
legless.
twice, and yes, cut the leg off, and the creature goes down.
You've become Legolas.
Alan, you hear a screech of pain from the other room.
What's going on there?
I hate it.
Actually, you don't hear anything.
Oh,
I
nice.
forgot about my bonus for my charge too, but
Okay.
that's okay.
Alan, what would you like to do? All
Like a
quiet
mess.
from the other room.
It's still quiet where we're at, and we have no light. So all those things are there. and-
Okay.
Till everybody stepped forward.
I was
As we're in
creeping
the
at
room.
doesn't notice.
Heinrich,
That spell's no fun.
Alright,
you don't hear anything either. All quiet.
I'm gonna wait until after him. Whole turn. 'Cause he's
Oswald,
in front of me.
you don't hear anything except the elf runs through into the side corner and all goes quiet.
Well, that's weird. Oh, no. Hey, Elf. How's it going?
Okay. You see a one-legged, scurvy-looking creature laying on the ground. Yeah, you do.
It's off the map, but you
No.
do see it.
You do see it. You see the blood stain of where the body is.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That's where the creature is.
And I'm kind of
Nice.
wild-eyed and frothing at the mouth.
That's right. He's ready to strike anything that gets nearby. Tolman, all quiet on your side, completely
Wait,
safe.
I go.
Okay.
I hold it. I held.
Then I go after him.
You
Okay.
hold it. I hold it. Hold door.
Hold the door.
Somebody
Okay.
watched all of them.
I
Okay.
did. I need to go to the measuring line.
I read the books.
Mind you.
He's never gonna finish those books. But
Okay. Move here. Oh, I can see one.
It's not about
that's
trying to read them.
in artwork,
They're
Um,
good books, but yeah.
What's
He's never
what's
gonna
this little
finish.
thing right below me on to the south?
He's like, I'm gonna write a 1,000-page book.
It
12
is
years
what it
later.
looks like.
A lantern.
There you go.
Okay. And
Something
Uh,
like the Wheel
I'm
of
good
Time
right there.
series I read. The actor died.
You
before I
done?
finished
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
The actor,
Alan?
the writer.
can't aim.
I'm gonna instruct my apprentice to move forward with the group, and then move behind him as he's moving forward.
Okay.
Use him as
Artwork
meat shield.
for scales.
That's what wizards do.
Everybody's a fucking scumbag in this group.
Only wizards do that.
Tolman.
Classic,
Have
classic wizard strategy.
I
I'm
have
gonna
never left a
sneak past
single
them.
person behind. I've always stayed,
Sacrificed his
How far can I sneak in a turn?
tried to save
After
everybody.
movement.
Burnham never left them as they
And I
died.
can normally move double my
He just
movement,
hanged out in his wall of fire.
Normally you can move twice. You can move a single move.
which
Counts
is
as 2 moves.
Nice.
I don't
Whole
know.
sailor
well, I,
conglomeration.
move,
No, what
I have
you-
a move of 3.
Move of 3, so 3 squares.
Okay.
That's so messed up.
Actually, I'm just gonna abandon the stealth
And
because
a dwarf that died real quick.
It's all quiet on the other room.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just gonna move forward.
But you saw half the group go running around the corner. Presumably something's happening.
So I'm gonna step away from the ledge, and that
Okay.
should be my move.
It's probably a safe thing.
For now.
Nobody can hear the big creature approaching.
Stairs are going up or down? Up, it looks like to me, but
Yeah. They should be representative of traditional measuring markings. Okay. These guys. Let's see.
I don't get a surprise though.
I haven't done anything yet.
Damn it, Sean.
Always leaving out the dwarf.
Well, the dwarf is always slow.
I have a good initiative, okay, for being a dwarf.
You have a good initiative for being a
I'm
dwarf?
a 32, above human average.
Okay. Okay.
Just a roll of
Throw
one
Doug.
initiative.
I'm happy that the measurement tool is like pathing around the walls.
that's me.
No, like
No,
When you measure-
it should auto path also
Yeah,
around
okay.
walls.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to
There,
move the way I did.
And then throwing it in the mob of them.
that's a mob.
Don't you need to light it?
That's what I was doing when I rounded the corner. That was the plan from last session.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, what are you using to light it, I guess? is the
I have
question.
the light stick and
Nice.
the bomb.
Okay, so you have a match, effectively?
The bomb lighter. It's not a match. It's
Oh, it's a spark thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I forget the mechanics on bombs, other than you throw them.
I am so dead.
Why?
This is gonna get nuked by the dwarf.
Dwarf's gonna destroy me.
Look at this! 3 birds with 1 stone!
they just equate it again,
Skaven
just like a
control.
normal ranged attack.
Whatever.
It just affects everyone within the radius. Again, there's no mechanics for when it goes off or anything like that because it's assumed it's timed perfectly. It hits the target and blows up.
Okay. And this is using demolition skill or bomb
Yeah.
skill?
Ranged explosive.
Range explosive. Ranged explosives. Details. Effects. Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. So
I'm eating like all your things.
Oh, that's fine.
It's kind of a surprise tradition.
Rules, combat.
It's just elves.
That's kind of exactly what they are.
Scatter. On a failed range test, use the scatter table. Okay. So that's functionally where it's going to happen. And it probably includes effects if you fumble.
Oh yeah, it has that. If I remember correctly, it's like an even. It's an even fumble. It's a misfire, so it explodes in my hands and sort of stuff like that.
Yeah, yours are extra dangerous because they have the dangerous quality.
Yeah. It's any failed test, including a 9 or a 10 on the unit's dice, is a fumble.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm at least,
Right. Squares.
No, it's fine.
6 or 7 yards.
It's
with me.
fine. It totally won't slip out of my hands and go to my right.
Okay. So I guess where I'm challenged or trying to make sure as far as the tests is I know ranged explosives and there's also ranged throwing.
My range is 5 yards.
Okay.
Strength bonus.
Yep. And
Okay,
it's
it's-
a 5-yard radius.
Okay. Any ranged throwing is a generic skill anybody can do. You also have specialization of explosives, throwing, etc. So okay, so it's a different mechanic entirely for that.
Range
Okay.
throwing is actually anybody generic. Well, it's still
You can
penalties
use
to your
basic
skill.
ballistic skill to throw basic things like rocks, like the halfling does.
Hmm.
If you're throwing like a spear, then it's a specialized skill.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I've been wanting to get that skill for a while. I just can't find a class.
Range combat cannot be opposed. Can't do it while you're engaged.
That's probably my character. Archery and knives.
Okay, and it has a base range of 5.
It has a range of 5 because that's my strength bonus.
Okay, and that's yards, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay, so it's still going to be a long throw.
That's my life.
That's your life.
That's the life of any thrower.
Well,
So,
yes. Okay. So as long as you have the proper range penalty there, then I guess I'm fine.
Yeah.
So what's that range?
Especially weapon skill.
I assume you don't have a shield or anything out.
Well, I need polar if I was doing that.
He had talked about in the last session carrying the wick mechanism in the arm with the shield. Just shield wouldn't be ready because you'd allowed him to carry things without the shield being ready. But I don't know if that's still what his intention was.
That would be the intent since we discussed it last time, but if we're keeping that or not is up to you.
He had discussed it with you, and we were like, "We'll discuss it next time."
Go be throwing it there because I saw the first one.
Right.
I'll also throw past him. So
Okay. So that range from you to it
14
is
yards.
okay. It's a really small number that shows up there, which is practically useless. So 14 yards, whatever the range penalty is. What type of shield do you have?
Large.
A large shield? Okay, I would say a large shield you're not going to be able to have ready and on your arm
Okay.
because it's too bulky.
Okay.
A small shield, I could see you holding something at the same time. And the shield just wouldn't be ready. Buckler would be ready regardless. For a scale.
I keep forgetting I gave my buckler to somebody.
So let me look
Was
at
it
the
you?
range.
He probably
No.
died.
Oh wait, yes.
It was
yeah,
you.
Yes, my
Your old
soldier.
character, yeah.
I never used it.
I need to pull up the range table.
It's just in my. It's just
Ben
on
Ben
my
has
character.
the range table. The
Uh,
combat modifiers.
Yeah. What do you need?
The ranges.
Point blank, short.
Yeah,
Range times 2 or range times 3?
I found it.
Times 3.
Negative 30.
yeah.
Ouch. That's not bad. Come on now, he's got that easy. I have no doubt.
You almost said it.
And what's he has
Yeah.
faith.
Yeah.
What's,
I know.
what's the burst radius of this?
5 yards.
May I see that?
Sure.
Do
I
get
never
any-
had faith in him.
Do I get any bonuses for them being surprised?
You are getting better.
No. It's a ranged attack.
Here we go. Ah,
Decent roll.
Jesus, how do you see that far on the map?
He's
Dark
further
vision.
out.
Did you drink some of the elven wine too?
No.
Do you have dark vision twice?
No.
Then how the hell do you see that much?
you're in a hallway, so your And I mean, we're on the
And
same
also he
parallel
is further.
So.
Yeah, he's further
no.
north.
Yeah, I'm further north.
Okay,
6.
so it is off
6,
by
1,
1.
2, 3. Yep. Okay. Damn. Damn, I'm missing that much of this room. Wow.
This is big room. Big room.
Okay, so ranged combat, and this would be scatter. Failed range throwing, roll on the scatter table. So,
You missed
roll
one.
on the scatter table.
So what happens when you have -30?
Unless you're an elf. Yeah. If you're an elf, you still what it is.
If I drop the bomb at my feet, I don't have any negatives.
Jesus, that's you at -30?
Yes.
Nope.
Public roll. Scatter table. The
skill
roll
does he
is, okay, it is 3 yards off to
Ballistic.
your left.
Ballistic skill. Oh,
that's
probably good hit that.
So
Yes.
the blast goes off there. Okay.
Jeez,
So
it went that far?
yeah, when I was testing the
too
thing
long.
before I committed the roll, the first one was right on target. The second one was at his feet.
Wow.
It can go up to the distance, I think, and then scattered.
Wow.
I'm
Still
sorry,
got
distance can be no more than half the distance between you and target. So the 14 would have been overruled. There must be some mechanic as far as rolling the random distance. So
Well, at least, hey.
I got 2 of them.
Yep.
there you go. Okay, so what's the damage effect?
18 points.
Just straight 18 points
Yeah.
minus toughness and armor.
Minus toughness, and I'm not 100% sure how the armor calculates. I think it's based off their body armor.
Probably, yeah. So okay.
Impact.
Yeah, there is a blast damage.
I don't think that's in the bubble.
What?
From him?
And both of those go down.
And then, because it's black powder and stuff, anyone that hears it need to make fear tests.
None
Okay.
of- Nope, none of us do.
Everybody does.
No, none of us hear it. Do we?
We're
Yeah.
Oh, it goes
within
in.
a circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't have to. I don't
Is
worry
he?
about
If you're targeted by the black powder weapon, okay, so
The guy targeted is gone.
even if okay.
Yeah.
Even
plus
if the
20
shot
cool
misses,
test.
so-
Would me?
Yeah.
Would
This
I
is
be-
willpower or cool?
So we're cool. We all roll.
that. I am
I don't
immune.
think you would. You're not in the radius at all.
And I have a talent that makes me immune,
What's the radius of
and
it?
I'm immune.
Okay. So the radius of the fear effect is if you can hear it. So if
Everybody
you
would
are,
hear it.
yeah, everybody is. The bomb is outside of the ring,
Oh.
so everybody hears it.
And it's an average roll.
Yeah.
Cool test.
Cool.
It's a blush 20 cool.
Isn't it cool? Plus 20?
Average.
Isn't it cool?
Okay.
And it,
Hey.
I'm not rolling mine, Sean, because I have bugmans in me, so I'm immune to all
Yeah,
that.
you're fine.
It's also friendly cool, right?
Yes.
Psychology.
It is an average cool test, and
Got a
therefore
0.
plus 20.
Yeah.
Then you made it.
You're also frenzied, so immune to psychology.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I flee.
Okay. Well, they're aware of you now.
it's the elf charge with the wrong one.
It was the closest. I have to charge the closest target. Trust me. Not the one I wanted to charge. I wanted to get right into the fray. Especially with the way your
Eckhart.
bomb went, it wouldn't have got me.
Eckhart is going to step around the corner.
Because you only would have got one then.
Hey, I would have threw it upward. No, me. It would
Was-
have landed downward.
Step up to
You might have actually been
The,
closer.
step up behind him.
Okay. Was
Knowing
that
what you-
high explosive,
There's
incendiary,
regular.
just a regular bomb?
I don't have any incendiary.
And then Alan's gonna follow behind.
Okay.
It's more the elf thing. Let's get the incendiaries in here.
Lightning bolt time.
Alan's gonna step over
I
there.
could, but it's very. It only does a blaze.
Okay.
Doesn't
Eliathan,
have
what would you like to do?
I charge the only thing I can see.
Oswald? You don't have to charge anymore. Nobody's within 30 feet. You can make another willpower roll if you care to.
But I can see it.
Yes.
If you read the...
Okay. I'm fine with that.
I'm playing it that activation, I prefer it to be the whole... There needs to be a specified distance where I
Okay.
can control myself.
okay, but once you're engaged, you're
If I
going
can
to.
see it,
Okay,
Attack.
I'm good with that. I just
I don't-
I was
I'm
trying
not.
I was trying to give you an out, but that's fine.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, frenzy lasts until there's no enemies.
I just-
Therefore,
I want everybody to be held to the same standard. Once we're all frenzied, the rule says if all targets within sight
Yeah.
must be pacified.
yes.
Not killed, pacified.
Mhm.
So, but either way.
Killed is still pacified.
If it's yellow, I can reach it, right?
Yeah, that's a double move.
Oh, I had
Good space.
space bar. Slam! Dun dun. All right. So what do I get for that bonus?
20 for the charge.
This is so bad. Whatever, dude.
I mean,
Whatever.
Your ears are still
Grow
ringing.
brave.
So it's no longer challenging. I'm going to set it at average just so I can have the plus 20, which
That's fine.
offsets my. And I swing.
That's stuck in my head now.
Is it both swings or just the first swing, by the way?
Just the first swing.
Okay.
So that missed him. So let
It
me.
did not hit him. Or, oh,
Right.
it hit him. It just I didn't target him.
You didn't target it. So let me figure out how to do that again.
I do it. I click on
Okay.
my roll.
Yep.
And
Oppose with target.
back to
Close, assuming you target him first. Double right click.
and then I click on my roll.
Right click.
Right click. Oppose with target. There we go.
And then
Now
you
you
can take a dark deal through that also if you care to.
I hit him, so no.
Okay, so you do a whole bunch of damage to him. And that takes him out.
And I can't continue on, so
Stab him.
if I could talk in combat while frenzied, I would right now, but I can't.
Okay, Oswald. Big explosion of fire. Shadows all around the room. Can't see much else other than the elf running off into the darkness.
Well, I saw the thing.
You saw the bomb.
No, I saw the thing. I came around the corner before he threw the bomb.
What thing?
The only one that I could see.
Yes, the one that he took out.
Yep. So I saw that, and now I'm seeing him charge in like.
He's running off into
I
the
can't
darkness.
be overshown by some elf. So
There we go.
it's ridiculous.
Right, everybody has to
All I
outside
gotta
the
say
elf.
is,
Nope, that is.
I've
apparently
tied
have a
the
bomb.
dwarf in 2 out of the last 3 fights so far. Tied.
No. I seem to
Tied.
recall the zombie one. And that wizard one. You didn't even kill
I
a
think
single
the
thing.
wizard one was one
You
thing.
didn't
I
kill
two out
a
of the last
single
3.
thing.
2 out of the last 3.
I killed the boss. You
Two-
killed nothing.
2 out of the last 3.
He killed one.
I don't want to hear about.
He
You
killed
couldn't
a
have the
demon.
ups for.
Okay.
I feel like he's ahead of
That's
both.
fine.
Encumbered, which I've never been, so it's weird.
Yeah, you're moving slow. Heinrich.
He could be a demon slayer.
And that's
I
terrifying.
am a demon slayer.
On a dwarf level, that's terrifying.
You qualify for special Pathfinder classes now.
He does. He literally does.
There's classes you have to have killed a demon to. For.
In single combat or whatever. Like you did it.
Done.
Okay.
If only you were a dwarf.
Tolman.
God, that'd be that. I mean, for a role playing aspect, that's kind of epic. But we have to like disgrace him first.
You gotta adopt him.
And make him
He's
a
already
dwarf.
he's already
No,
halfling.
we just
Halfling.
train him as
We've seen him in the game. He's already disgraced.
He doesn't wear pants. I mean, it's
We just show his dagger off to people.
I mean, think about it. I would absolutely be like dwarves. Would be like, take him in. Let's do it.
Okay. Throw Doug.
he's like your
I'll throw another bomb at the elf.
I don't see anything.
There's bodies everywhere.
There's
Y'all still don't
splatters.
hear anything because I am completely
Right.
silent.
Everything in front of you is completely silent. You just see the elf running into the
It's
darkness.
like this,
So, like-
movies.
Literally everything where I'm at, which includes Ozzy.
So, like, you're
and-
surrounded by dead bodies?
Yeah, all those
Yes.
red
We
splatters
can't
are
see
bodies.
We don't
I
have
don't
red
see
splatters.
red-
We don't see red splatters.
So,
You don't, not seeing the splatters?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that.
That's why I'm, like, lost. I don't know what the fuck is going
Well,
on. I come around the corner.
I
All
just-
I see is the characters.
I disintegrated too.
that
Yeah.
we've killed 4 so far.
Never seen one.
And so I'm gonna pull my two-handed
They're
weapon.
succeeding. They're not
There's,
letting
there's
anybody
a
know
leg
that they
still
exist.
twitching back there. There's an arm and a body twitching here.
There's a parallel effect.
There's scattered body parts over there.
Yeah, there's body parts all over.
You guys see me embrace my new class as I'm sliding pieces into this bag I have.
That's-
I can put those back together.
Okay, I'm gonna reload
What is
the.
this?
Missed that. So we found a zombie that was
Oh.
still alive.
It's going to reload real quick.
Stop asking
Oh,
questions,
wait, yeah,
Elf.
I
And it was
forgot
Burning
right.
his talk.
So I took.
I didn't see that before.
Monster in a jar
We're your friends.
and stitched them back into it.
Force air across the vocal cords.
God, this
Yeah.
could be a
He
very.
was like, what the fuck?
This could be a horribly extended battle as I keep going. There's another one. There's another.
Hold him off, Elf.
What the hell's the elf doing? He's like 3 minutes ahead of us
That's made
now.
up jokes, but I gotta get
You
my-
found the Warren.
Jesus. Oh my God! All the poor babies.
And even better, they just keep running.
Yeah.
Drawing him further and further.
Poor rock baby.
Guys, and you can't hear him screaming or yelling after these things because of the silence.
Silence.
It's just
Where'd he
in
go?
the-
We can't hear him.
Fucking dark.
What is it?
Finally.
F5.
F5.
It's still loading.
For me, it's
You
still
guys are
loading.
showing loading. Mine's not showing anything.
If it does,
Dying.
take a moment to load.
Should I close it out? and look
No.
No, you shouldn't need to close it. Just
Everybody else has a loading bar, and it shows. Mine has nothing.
okay. Just hit F5.
I did,
Okay.
and it still shows nothing but a red background.
Okay.
Red.
Pretty background.
I was gonna say oddly like I don't know. There we go. Now I've got nothing but a red background.
we overloaded it apparently.
Oh, here it comes! Yay! I got the loading bar. Haha! And mine's moving.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine
you
hung
guys.
up though.
Yours got to the point where it said it's taking too long.
Yeah, you can give it a couple minutes. That's why I was saying it's like it's almost done. So just wait. You see, now the issue is once it finally loads, it's gonna reload twice.
The patient. Oh, because I put F5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get up and throw this away.
Alright, you fancy Christmas.
Why do you always sit at our feet, dog?
Because they're warm. Just like
Yeah,
a sewer
quite
storm.
right.
I currently have food.
That's awesome. I know I say it all the time.
I like how happy he is.
He's a puppy still.
That was the hardest thing.
He's like 6 years old, isn't he?
Yes.
Our dogs.
That ain't no puppy.
And
He's
still
just a happy
puppy.
dog.
He's still
We
puppy
keep
of
our
my
puppies until they're like 12.
What, boxers?
Any dog. They're always puppies until they're 12, and then they're dead.
Yeah, I was about to say, not my dogs. My dogs aren't puppies anymore.
Guinevere was a puppy until she was about 12, and then she got old for a year, and then she died.
Our dog's already that cold.
That's
We're
sad.
6.
Monty can't eat
She was older
the
than
solid food anymore. The
Probably.
crunchy food. He doesn't want any teeth or anything. He just can't. He can't. He doesn't have the jaw strength anymore because he's so old. So Jen has been making him like we make a huge batch of rice and chicken
Mhm.
and a bunch of vegetables and chop them up, put them there. And the other dogs absolutely despise him, but they know even though he's tiny and he can't see and he's like getting thinner by the day, he will rip them apart if they get near him. So they both just lay on the floor like this, waiting until he's completely done. Because they know once he's completely done, and he climbs up on the couch or whatever.
He doesn't.
Then
He doesn't care.
Jen says, "Okay, you guys, you go ahead." Harley gets what's in the bowl, and Cody gets whatever he spilled all over the floor. And they both just take turns getting whatever, but they don't mess with him. I think it's great.
Okay. Well, in theory, once it loads, you should have been able to. You should be able to see the blood splats,
I
but maybe
do
they're
not.
the only the old ones, or maybe the old ones don't have the right permission.
No, I do not see blood spots.
No, that's okay.
So is the silent spell only on
Matt.
the elf? Oh, okay.
It's targeted on Matt. That's why everywhere he goes, everything's silent.
It has a radius around him that makes people silent.
Well, on my turn,
With a
whenever that
baby
is,
rat
could you
killing
mind
team,
moving
you
me
would
over
be
to
bad.
first?
All right.
The exterminators.
Thank you.
Frodog is going right now.
You're in rare form tonight, Ben.
That's the silence. You moved. Okay, you're done.
I pulled my two-handed weapon also.
Okay. That
Can
guy
you tell
grabs
from
his
my
sword
jewelry eyes?
and dives off at you.
Yeah.
Since you're young, yes, I can tell. If you were older, I'd be like, are you drunk? Are you high? Or is this a lack of sleep? Which one?
10 right now. Okay. He swings his sword
wait,
at
that's
you.
another one up there.
Misses you.
I did not see that.
Okay.
You missed one elf.
The other one.
What?
You missed
Um,
Those
Oh, I
one
like
hiding.
the art. I like the artwork for him.
Those one hiding up top. And also one.
That's cell shaded.
Black and white.
Yeah,
outline.
the cell shaded. That's cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that artwork? That's awesome.
I have my sources.
Hit it.
Okay.
His own.
That's cute.
Oh.
Where the hell
we're
did
going
dwarf
for a
go?
critical?
Oh, it's up there.
Eckhart, what would you like to do?
I don't know about that one.
Too
That's
small.
a big radius.
It's
What is
too
that
blood.
radius?
Blood
It's his silence.
friendly.
Okay.
Blood
yeah.
frenzy. But I don't know why I said friendly. You're also friendly with blood.
Eckhart's going to. I assume that I am covering over a body that I can't see.
No.
It says I can't actually go there.
What do you mean? You trying to go there?
I
Okay.
just looking around. The bar goes away when I try to move in that direction.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
really
There
wild.
you go.
And I'm moving there.
Because you have to press the space bar to actually commit it.
Well, yeah, I knew that, but the actual
This is
measuring tool
Mhm.
was disappearing when I was over that spot.
Okay. No, there's nothing supposed to be there at
I don't know
least.
how I
Alan,
got
what are you
this.
gonna do?
See a bruise on my.
Alan's gonna
I have no
throw
idea
the
what
rifle
that
into
was.
the body. He's looking for it.
I
He's
can't
looking
see it.
for
Oh, right
a
here.
like one of the Skaven symbols.
Okay. So there's one body down here that you can see,
All right.
and from where you're at, there are several more in a charred section over here.
All right, and he's gonna step down here. That's
Worry about looking for those signs on the past couple of
and
days.
yeah,
Start checking over the body.
Yep.
Looks like a one-legged humanoid rat. The other leg is laying nearby.
nothing's. I'm specifically looking for the three-pointed star. Is there
The
anything?
three-pointed star.
No triangle? No, I'm just kidding.
The big symbol for the Skaven is a star like
Oh.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
Are you?
that. I assume my character would be familiar with it with his
Okay.
background of the Skaven.
They don't have anything like that.
Okay.
They,
Nothing
they
that
look
proves
just
that.
like the picture does, which you can't see because you don't currently see one of them. But
I do up in the north, but okay.
if you mouse over them, they look just like that.
So the one I was charging towards, no.
Ran off further into the tunnel.
so technically,
It's fine.
I mean, literally at this second of the round, I can't see any enemy. However, I mean, I know there was an enemy.
You can hear sounds of combat over here.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can hear something running over here. I would say you do not believe your foes are vanquished or defeated at this point.
These poor Skaven.
Charge head first into glorious combat.
Good dwarf.
If you had full plate, then definitely be a dwarf.
WADD.
Huh?
What is the movement rate of these bastards that they can outrun me?
They're Skaven.
You
And
move
they
the
know this place.
radius.
Okay.
They also know this place more than you.
Oh no, you can call for help. Oswald.
So I ran my full distance the last time, so I can sprint at this point.
Sure. If
Okay.
you want to make an athletics roll.
You want me to do that first? Yeah,
Sure.
let's roll first. Okay.
Dwarf never sprint because they get negative distance when they try to sprint.
From your athletics, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's agility based.
Gotcha.
They trip over themselves. The beard is too long.
Is that an average thing too, or
No, you're in
No.
combat. It's a
It's an average test. And sprinting specific average.
okay.
I'll double check it real quick, but I'm
Did
fairly
you?
certain it is.
Did you miss?
No, I was defending and I passed still.
Okay.
And that
So
wasn't even correct.
you lose. It looks like 3 squares.
I lose 3 squares from like a double move?
Yes.
Okay. So my double move is what? 12, so I move 6?
Yeah. You sprint forward, looking for
I'm
trying to
coming.
catch your breath. Heinrich.
Can I attempt?
And I can't see you.
Can I attempt to make a?
Yeah, so it's
Red
plus,
check.
plus
Sure.
20 athletics check. The distance covered is in addition to the remove this round.
Right. That's why you lost several.
That's my athletics check.
Okay.
Oh,
So you just go double.
Nice.
need measuring tool.
You had a plus 20 athletics and still only had a 37 skill.
See what I rolled.
He's fatigued.
Yeah, I got a minus 30 for mine.
Fatigue.
I
All
will
right, Fatigue
here.
Brothers.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
Tolman.
I see elf.
Okay, so
This is remarkably effective at splitting up the group.
Yeah.
When that rat ogre steps out,
I need that dagger.
I'm going to.
I wouldn't be as worried if I had it. I really wouldn't.
that's the promise of it.
Mhm.
That's why Tolman isn't worried. He can take demons.
Yeah. I'm going to.
What are these creatures?
Couple rat.
I'm going to attack the rat guy north of me
Okay.
with my sling.
Okay.
What?
Trying to steal my kill.
No.
So it's a bonus because he's bigger than me, but it's a minus because I'm trying to shoot past him, right? So that
Cancels out.
cancels out.
Or you can shoot random still.
You could. You could just shoot the group.
Just do
So
it.
he missed.
He's no elf.
Okay. Throw Doug.
I shoot the group.
He's a better elf. You failed me. Well,
Dwarf?
better person. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm going.
Oh, nice.
Rolling.
Oh, God.
I just keep rolling 91s.
You're only getting a minus 2.
Ah, still hit him.
Still hit him for 13 points in the head.
Chop his head off. Chop his head off.
I'm pretty certain he's taken out. Yeah.
Let's get some more rat heads for that one person.
I don't do crits on basic.
And then
You see the blood splatter now?
No.
Okay, fine.
I'm going to take one to the bench.
How about let's
Okay.
get full size bodies?
3 squares.
Okay.
I'm so dead.
I'm on my way.
You get 3, I'll get 10.
Oh,
That bastard!
that rat.
That
Rat.
Rapscallion.
That's 3.
Yeah, I know, he did all that.
I'm on
I
the
don't know
roll
who
today.
he's been around, but man.
I'm on
Okay,
the
he
roll
hit you by
today.
4, actually. Adjust that.
You rolled well.
He did roll well.
I've been exposed to too much bad humor.
You rolled bad.
Oh,
He's
no.
too tired to do that.
Okay, so you take 13 to your right leg.
Don't worry.
He didn't have the charge.
Can you apply that, or should I? If I just hit apply damage, it'll do it.
It'll do the 11, and then you need to add 2 more. Okay.
It does your character sheet.
So
What?
Give me,
I am
give me
so
an endurance roll after you do that.
I am so happy right
Oh,
now.
it's not letting me. Okay. I don't like that. That's not cool, Sean. At the easy that it says.
Yep.
I don't like you at all. Endurance is that? Oh yeah, there it is. What are you talking about? It's God, fatigue.
Yeah, when you're tired, you get sick at work.
And I rolled fantastically.
Did you just get another fatigue?
It's okay. It's okay, Bob.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Your elf is just weak stomached and stuff.
Okay,
like that.
so it did not add that.
And I'm
How
down.
how do you add that effect?
You should be able to drag and drop it on.
I did. It gave me an error. So
Yeah,
okay, it's on there.
Did you take
It's on
my points of damage away, the 2 extra, or should I?
You do. You should.
Okay. So it should be
Okay.
this.
Eckhart.
I scream out in pain.
You can't, they can't hear anything.
I don't care. I still do it.
Macron's gonna move up here.
Death in the rat.
Why is it not letting
You're in the midst of those other bodies.
There we go.
But I'm having a great time today.
God, this sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if I'm making something I should kill.
So it's my turn.
Eckhart moved. Alan. And
I can see
then
only
Eliathan.
one person. Right there.
Really? Is your target? Yes. Oh, now he's on target.
Okay. Alright. Combat. Sword. I didn't get to charge this time, so I'm
Make sure you toggle the animosity.
Oh yeah. I wasn't doing that last couple fights. That's better than usual.
Oh, is he up to 295?
Okay.
He beats you.
He beat you.
I'm amazed.
Okay, Oswald.
He gets
No,
a second attack.
swing.
Oh, fine.
I can't do anything. I am so useless.
Come on.
There's no demons.
Mm-hmm.
There's
You
the
can
elf.
charge with your knife.
I ain't fucking charging
Damn it.
Skaven. Are you nuts?
Good enough.
I'm charging a rat twice my size.
Well, he scored less than you did, so you still hit him in the leg.
There you go.
For 10 damage, see, that's pretty good.
Okay. So now we go on to the next one, which is Oswald. It's all quiet here still.
Yeah.
Again,
The only loud noise was the bomb, and then the brief fight with the dwarf.
Well, sprinting didn't work for me, so we're just gonna move.
Just gonna run.
Skaven charged up and just
There
like,
he is.
Now
Where are
you
guys
hear
going?
the elf and the creature fighting. Heinrich, they're going further and further into the warrens.
Yeah.
all that. Everybody's just running off into the dark, and I'm like,
Yep, you're only alone.
We're looking for
I'm
Dad.
about to be.
Dad,
no.
this is Vermintide. We have an
No.
elf, a human, a
Yeah,
dwarf.
that's true.
you won't-
It's kind of vermintide-ish.
You won't be alone for another 5 rounds as I go in that direction.
The range
Fair
on
enough.
crossbow.
I'm still faster than you.
The range on
What's your actual?
crossbow
It's
is.
a 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, so you and I are the same.
And you won't be alone for long.
I know.
Dead. The range on the crossbow is 60 feet, right?
I don't know. It's on the table.
Yeah.
It's definitely not 60 feet because everything's in yards.
It's
Yards.
also on your character sheet.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that.
Well, okay, then why am I going to open it for you? You can figure it out.
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh, it's my fingers.
60 yards.
Bounty hunter?
I'm in short range.
Ironbreaker. Necromancer.
Plus 20.
Yeah.
Not about to
Don't look at me.
Wood elf.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Great
we're
combat.
wasting winning birds
Okay.
right
I
now.
mean, he's kind of playing that second tier elf currently.
Okay.
The second
I
tier.
fired.
I forget exactly what it's
Are
called.
you going to target the creature or are you
Yes,
going to
I'm
shoot the
targeting.
druid?
I know better not to piss off
We
the elves.
missed
Why?
the fun one
I know.
because they added nerdlings.
So you're gonna aim specifically at him and take the penalty.
No.
Huh?
I'm going to aim at the rat.
It's
I
fun.
know.
And
It's
take the
fun to
penalty.
play once in a
It's
while.
fine.
Yeah.
Did you see they added nerdlings?
It's such a
Was that
gorgeous
last
game,
one?
though.
Yeah, I already did that.
Okay, you hit him.
Ooh, there's an extended test to reload crossbow.
My favorite is the
Yeah.
one in the church where you gotta stand by the statue. and protect
Okay,
the-
crossbow comes out of the dark mat,
It's like
hits the creature in the head, and it goes down.
I steal your kill.
Okay. That functionally ends the combat, at least for the current threat.
I used a bolt.
So you guys can resume whatever you wish to do at this point.
That gains litter fatigue.
Yes.
Oh god. I'm gonna start looting corpses.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. It's all on mag now. I can recover both bolts.
Okay.
I'll be doing the same, and I'll be telling my apprentice to take notes, sketch stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm going to check on the silent elf, but I don't know if he's in combat or not.
He's not in combat anymore. He's not running off anymore.
I hobble
yes.
back to the group.
Yeah, he seems to be staggering a little bit.
I'm
he's
sorry.
wounded.
Did I hit you in the
I'm
leg?
going to prepare the explosives for the thing.
Okay.
Explosives for the elf.
Okay.
Here, hold this.
Yeah.
Give him a
I'll
little
do it
boost
for
into his movement speed.
Markings.
some markings. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they
The rest
don't
of
seem
us-
to have any markings whatsoever,
Which
other
usually
than
tells us what
numerous scars and
I'm not the one who grenades at this point.
healed over wounds.
As I move forward, I'm telling anybody who's within my earshot, because I know my distance for sound, we're to fall back. Dwarfs blowing up this place. Move! And I'm heading for the tunnel.
Okay.
The pipe.
As I'm gonna take a quick glance around, is the architecture specifically Skaven or dwarf?
Dwarf.
All right.
I'm gonna move and go look at the.
Nothing on the walls, symbology wise.
There's some old lanterns hanging on hooks in the large room. All the architecture appears to be
You have a
dwarfish.
knife.
I
You have lots of knives.
I have a knife.
I was
You know
looking
how long it takes to cut a head off with a knife?
just some
Not that
Skaven
long.
symbol.
Nothing like that.
I
Oh,
toss
that was really easy.
I toss you an axe and say grab them all.
Then
All the heads?
Yes.
Any that are left.
You can't lift the battle axe either.
Yeah.
It's a hand weapon, but yes.
I'm going.
I'm not giving him the two-handed battle axe to do
Dude.
that, but
You're like talking about. No way could I carry more than one.
There is only
we have other
7.
humans.
Give
I
or
mean,
take a
two,
few
two, of
that
them,
got
two of
blown
them
up.
probably won't be recognized, so you don't have to worry about those two.
Give or take a
There's
couple
a
that
fire.
got
Really, there's only about 4 at this point. The bomb took out 2 of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my sword and cut off the hand of one who escaped him.
Okay.
How much does a human head weigh?
These are rat heads.
5 to 11 pounds.
That's not that much.
Who the fuck has? What?
See? Not that
It
heavy.
goes from baby to full-grown adult.
It's a fucking space marine.
I'm going to look at the crank.
Okay.
See
Okay. So there's a dwarf over there. He's currently
Oh, is it?
planting grenades on it.
Oh.
But otherwise, the winch system looks like a fairly complex machine.
Still 10.
As far as its construction, do you have any engineering skill?
Oh no.
Okay.
Dude,
Um,
literally, I can't carry
It looks basically like a
One of those.
large water wheel
fucking third of my body.
with pieces of jagged metal sticking up
Yeah, okay.
and through the chain as spokes on a gear. And then there is a pair of large bars on either side where up to 4 people could position themselves to work together to move the winch. The chain is dangling from the outer edge, descends into the darkness, and looks like it's supporting some weight, if not just the chain itself, obviously. And the chain is thick. It could probably carry a significant weight.
Well,
Should we go down?
actually, a tunnel.
No, not currently.
No, everybody's hurt and exhausted.
Well, I mean,
While-
that's
while
normal.
they're-
We
Well,
don't have the supplies to go
Grandma
down here
before
or the
they
manpower.
cut the leg off and try to drag it out.
I don't know about the manpower.
Okay, it has a weight of 8 bulk.
Sure.
Well,
Okay.
usually
I'm
teams of
just gonna
dwarves
skip
go
it.
They're
down
like
Drag it out.
tierlings. So
Just
I might
below
get,
just
get
below
the
those.
manpower.
If the room collapses, I can still
So what,
look
if
at
you want
it,
to go
dig
down
it
there
out
later,
and stuff like that.
when we
Okay,
have that
move
stuff,
yourself wherever
are you
you're gonna
blow
go
this
to
up
put it.
now?
Yeah, I'm blowing it up now.
But how are we supposed to get down later?
We'll figure it out then.
I guess it's digging time.
Which way are we
Are you
going?
carrying
Literally.
heads?
Yeah, I'll carry that.
Okay. I chop the heads off
Time
for
to do
him,
some
and
renovations.
as I'm looting, I'll loot one and.
Okay.
Which way are we
Each
going
head has
after
a
we
1
blow
bulk.
this?
Back
Each
the way
head
the
has a
game
1
is.
bulk.
Okay.
Alright, he's got 4 bulk.
Is there anything in the
Well,
little rooms that
yeah.
they were
Could say this
in,
counts as some
or whatever they were?
renovations.
The 2 side tunnels have old stairwells that lead up to collapsed sections. They've been choked by rubble and so forth. The sections beyond in the hallway where the one ran into descend into other layers, other tunnels, and things like that. Those look like they go on some distance. There's the remnants of a very crude camp here. Not necessarily fires, but it looks like little piles of furs and cloths and other trash bits from the sewers sort of formed up into nests in this area. Some of them seem to have been sleeping in the stairwells, some of them in the main room, discussing and debating. They have bits of stuff that might be food, at least may have been edible at one point or another. They don't have anything of value other than the crude rusty swords that they have. The lanterns, like I said, look like they're fairly good quality. Strange design, dangling from iron hooks on the wall. Not lit, not burning or anything like that.
They look like they've been here a while, probably closer to Dwarven.
They don't look dwarven. Yeah.
And they're just
They-
hanging. I'd like to take one then.
Okay.
Wait, I have a skill for this.
To take a.
No.
You need to back up and be there then.
No. Oh, okay, fine. I'll move my character all the
I
way
thought
back
he had a
there.
skill, but, like,
He has a skill to take lanterns.
lanterns down. I'm like, awesome, man.
No.
Lantern, yes, lantern.
I'll
My
be
new
placing
class.
the
I
corpse
steal
just
light
on
souls.
this
That's
outcropping.
I'm sorry.
I'll be placing this gaming corpse just on this little outcropping.
Okay.
There. I'm back now, Matt.
Okay. So what skill to steal lanterns do you have?
Evaluate.
Okay.
Like evaluate price.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Craftsmanship is a human. I don't
It's
know
not
if
human.
evaluate. All I know is I'm leaving the entire group behind, getting the hell out of
You're
here.
going down the tunnel. Okay.
I'm
Never mind. I might not have that. I thought I did.
freaking exhausted. I'm done.
You see something, you charge it.
We come down the hall.
Okay, never mind, I
Him
guess I
fighting a
don't
rat
have
ogre by himself.
Okay.
I'm pretty
George, give me a perception roll.
Don't think so.
Perception. Got it.
Actually, I wouldn't have a choice. I guess I do need to drink a potion.
Failure. That'll be fine.
If you hadn't been such a jackass and ran off, I could have helped you.
I thought we were all leaving. I didn't realize we were looting and taking heads and.
I declared that before your ass ever said I'm leaving.
No,
I'm setting.
you did not.
He did.
No, you did not. Because I said, as I was going by everybody, I was telling everybody,
Get out of here.
get out of here. Let's
He
go.
did that
Let
when-
the dwarf set the bombs. Then he said,
No, he did that
I'm
when
gonna
we
go.
were fighting.
no.
Okay, so the elf has moved back into the tunnel, is working his way
Yeah,
out of here
yeah,
as quickly as possible.
Gone. Screw you.
Alan and the other one has gathered one of the headless bodies minus a hand right at the entrance to the tunnel.
Okay.
And is inspecting the body, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Heinrich is heading back. He's still setting the bombs. What are you doing? You just grab one of the lanterns.
Yep, I just pulled the lantern into my thing, and I'm going to head towards the tunnel as well.
Okay. It doesn't sound like it has any oil in it. Instead, you hear some sort of sounds almost like sand in it. Okay.
Pixie dust.
What
It's a pixie
amount
dust.
of typical like
I'm
I'm guiding my character, guiding
Oh,
my
that's fine.
apprentice through and
Tastes delicious.
giving him a lesson on scale.
Oh,
Okay.
That's
Oh, we
gonna
found
be fun.
drugs.
What kind of light is it putting out? Green light?
None.
No?
Yeah, they're not lit.
What's on? Where'd you guys find?
Are you sticking around here,
It's full of
Tolman, or are you?
gunpowder. You'll light it up and it explodes, huh?
Could be. You sticking around here,
Ooh,
or are
lantern.
you heading back?
Well, how long does it take to cut off 4 heads and loot some pockets?
Well, there are no pockets to loot.
Oh, then I just cut off the 4 heads and
Yeah.
leave.
Okay. It's just
They don't have anything of interest on them, do they?
like I said, crude swords and oily, stinky loincloths.
I don't care about that. That's
Okay.
fine.
Maybe bits of shrapnel.
Yeah, a couple of them have extra metal.
This one has a piece in his forehead.
They seem to do some kind of
You
ritual.
left this. No, I just chop the heads off and I take off too.
Okay.
I don't want to be alone.
Okay.
All by myself.
Oh my! I'll stay with him.
Okay. So you stay there. Give me a perception check.
You realize the bombs are gonna go off.
So the other 4 of you staying there on the ledge?
No.
I know you're already in the tunnel. You're
I was like,
fine.
he's
The
blocking
rest of
her,
them go up there, and you see the wizard currently teaching a class on anatomy. I mean, to get anything practical from it's going to take you 10, 15, 20 minutes or so,
Should I, do you want to reroll that as a blind?
probably.
Yeah, okay. I didn't even.
I didn't roll.
Is
mine
it
as a blind.
0 difficulty?
Which is
Yeah.
push him off.
Okay.
I didn't roll mine as a
We don't
blind,
care
but I
about
assume I
that.
failed.
You did.
Because I have a helmet on.
Okay.
Remember, I got a
Um,
bonus to smell. Well, probably not anymore, but
Yeah, that's fine. I'll continue on
Who
with the
knows
group when they
blind
decide
at
to
this point?
continue on.
I'm
I'll
sorry?
continue on with the group when they decide to continue on.
As you're talking to your students, they're all actively running
Then
past
I'm
you.
going.
Okay. So, I mean,
this is what's called a retreat.
right now's probably not the time he's going to get anything useful from it other
No,
than
this
to
is
say
fancy
this is a
in
body
another
minus a
direction.
head and a hand. Okay. So. Okay, so you guys are heading down. You set how many bombs you gonna put?
As much as to my knowledge to load up. With my explosive training and stuff.
Okay, give me a blind explosives training roll.
Average?
Sure. Okay. And they do 18 points, you said?
That one did 18. They have blast, which adds damage for the units that is rolled. So anywhere between 1 and 10 extra damage. But it has a base of 12 for the regular,
Yeah, this is a
14 for high explosive, and the high explosive has penetrating. So it ignores armor points.
Okay, you estimate you'll probably need 2 of the high explosive, or probably 4 of the blast. Given that most of the winch and the mechanism is reinforced with metal for strength.
I still use 2 high explosive. Because
Okay.
I don't have 4 of the regulars, because they're super expensive.
Yeah, I don't know what you had, but based on what you're telling me as far as the damage, you want the penetrating. Okay, so you have those lined up. You got a couple of rounds worth of a fuse on it. And
My plan's to light it, grab the heads that are there and start
Did
hitting
you ever
back
see FPS
to a
Retro
safe
video?
distance to see if it actually blows out
Destroyed?
your phone.
Okay, so you're not just going to escape.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay. Halfling,
Yes, sir.
you see the dwarf grab the bag of heads in one hand
Mhm.
and then light the fuse.
I saw running.
Okay.
Let's go. Me and him kind of trudge at the same speed, so
Yeah, you take off. Dwarf gets down. It stops. Assuming I can move him. Stops about here. Turns and looks back. And 10 seconds or so go by before the fuse works its way down with a loud explosion. Lots of smoke, sparks, fire, etc. The machine and most of the scaffolding break off, fall down into the thing. You hear it echoing along the cavern wall and everything as it crashes down.
and a giant bell comes falling from the ceiling.
Yeah, definitely seems to have
That'd be
destroyed it.
The crane with the chain also, though?
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'll start rushing my way over there.
Back to where the winch was?
No.
Oh, okay.
With the group.
With the group? Okay. So, where do you guys want to go? Return to the city?
Yes.
Okay.
Assuming that's where we were
Do we want to
going.
block off the secret passage somehow, or?
I'm at the bar having a drink while they're all sitting in there.
Did you specifically leave the group behind?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good. So, you guys head out.
Oh no.
I told everybody what we were playing was. If anybody to come with me,
Okay. Elf is just.
Nobody can keep up with you, you fucking pointy-eared prick. Me anyway.
You guys make distance through the small tunnel. After a short distance, you realize you're not sure which way the elf went, especially with his silence.
It doesn't matter. He marked the trail, so we're going to follow the trail back.
I very specifically did.
Sure, but it's still going to take some navigation skill as far as being able to remember which way to go as far as it.
Orientation?
Yes, orientation, navigation, any of those sorts of things would work.
Hey, you're
I have a
You're
dirty
doing
Properly
orientation
working it is that you don't need to have orientation skill.
orientation's an advanced skill compared to the navigation.
Okay.
So if he's using orientation, that's...
I have an instinctual feel for directions. I automatically know.
Okay.
Oh,
So orientation's a talent.
whatever
isn't it?
signs that
Best
I'm.
friend.
Yes, it is a talent. And whatever signs I'm familiar with. So if I would have seen him mark them on the way in, maybe. But other than that, it says glimpse
What-
of stars.
That's
trees, or
where my
whatever.
orientation comes in. Is that I'm like, I navigated in. I'm orienting like I know exactly where I'm going out.
You
What?
don't.
I don't recall. How were you marking them?
Using my dagger.
Okay, like just a scratch on the wall?
And
Okay.
you also taking strips of red cloth.
I was marking them with a basic symbol or scrape. saying
Yeah,
this is
a
the
scrape
direction
is fine. It's not a problem. Okay. What are you using for light, if anything? Matt.
I have a lantern.
Okay. Do you strike up your lantern and go with that? Okay.
I have my lantern. If that'll help you.
I hope you run into it.
Sure, will.
I don't know if you have one. Or not.
I'm sure we're getting close to my time that I don't know about yet.
It's not that I'm purposely going at elf speed, but as soon as I realized people didn't follow me, I'm not sticking around.
Okay. Right.
Yeah,
you're
exactly
you're,
what
you're
I
not
was
waiting for them per se.
Right.
You're just heading out. Okay. So with your markings, I'll give you a plus 30 on your roll
Even with the orientation.
Yes. because the tunnels are filled with scrapes anyways. And keep in mind, you went for 4 hours or 3 hours. Okay.
Interesting.
He's looking at his bottle.
Even though the orientation talent says automatic. All right.
Is it? Okay.
It's automatic.
Okay, let me check that.
Automatically, which way is north?
North, I have no issue
It
with.
says north
It's
was-
the maze of tunnels that go in lots of directions following your particular signs
All
and
right.
remembering where you put your specific
Navigation
signs.
at a plus 30.
Mhm.
And hold on, I don't have my next level of fatigue on here yet.
Yeah, there is... Plus 30 is
Okay.
not standard. So you add that.
It's that.
Okay.
It only goes plus 20 or plus 40 there.
So
I
my
gave him a
mod-
plus
so,
30.
so my modifier is just 0.
Plus
'cause I'm
33,
at
that's
minus
what you
30 because of fatigue.
Okay.
So I'm at 0.
Okay.
Why is it not letting me do that?
Because you toggle off the fatigue. Penalty to all
Jesus
tests fatigue, toggle that off.
Alright, there we go.
Well, that works too.
It's not an average test.
Yeah,
though.
it's not average. It defaults to average.
Remember that the next time
So
you
should we
see
just
the
challenge
dogs.
him?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
No,
So you got.
you get lost.
I have an extremely high orientation.
Yes, I want you.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll. Okay. Okay.
There's a reason why I'm a scout. If I have to go out the way we came in, I do so cautiously. In a sense that if I have to go out through Gouda's,
Right.
I thought we found another way out. Like a. So, okay.
No.
For the group, who has the best navigation?
Number wise, not
Okay.
probably.
So you work your way back out. First, you pass by one of those narrow fissures, the narrow tunnels, which not much of an issue there. A little later on, you get to the tunnels. You remember there was a section where there was water pouring down through a tunnel when you descended to the lower level?
I don't remember that, but sure, go ahead.
Okay, there was a section where there was some scaffolding. There was a major tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
And all the sewer water was
Yep.
pouring down.
Yep.
That's where you went down to the upper city.
Yep.
Okay, you get there. You can't seem to find your marks. You're not sure which tunnel it was that you came in through.
50-50 odds.
Okay, it's a confusing junction to be able to remember which way was the proper way out. Okay.
That's exactly what it is, basically.
You can give me a intuition check to go by your gut.
What's my intuition?
So at the penalty,
I have a 48 intuition.
Yeah. Okay.
why it didn't include my penalty?
That's fine. I'll adjust accordingly. So you climb back up to what you believe is the upper level where all the water's coming through. Either this is a different access tunnel, or the tunnels look different, or your markings are gone, or something. You think it's this tunnel, and you head off that direction. Okay? Go ahead and give me a... Well, meanwhile, the rest of you guys. Like he said, who wants to do the navigation?
I don't have
Good
great
freaking luck.
navigation, but I have orientation. So it plus
Orientation gives you the... I'll give you the plus
Yeah.
30 with that.
Right.
And do you guys still have the map, or did you give that to the elf?
Gave that to the elf.
I have done 20 on top of everything.
Okay, so you guys don't have the map either.
I almost feel like this is all on purpose.
You're probably the best.
So I've got. I mean, I have a net 36 overall.
Okay.
Oh,
And I understand the basic idea of what we've been marking the tunnels as we go.
No,
Again, the premise here of the Undercity is it's specifically a changing maze.
Right.
Not all the time. You don't see walls shift.
Yeah.
But it's so confusing.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get lost down here. That's why it's still some navigation to get out.
Would Dwarf have bonuses for navigating in the Undercity?
No? Unless he's trained in navigation, then he would have that bonus. He doesn't have an innate ability to know where he is under the ground.
I have a 38.
I have.
Ben
It's so retarded.
Ben had a
The race that is
Huh?
known for
What did I-
building underground cities,
Yes, I have.
being in caverns,
I have-
blah, blah,
I have
blah,
plenty
blah.
of glass,
the
at least
dwarves'
enough to get
cities are very organized.
Right.
And anybody can walk around their own city.
These are lost dwarven holds and stuff like
Right.
that. I don't disagree with it.
These are not. This is not a dwarven city. This is thousands of years worth of caverns that have changed on their own.
His mom wouldn't let him play in the dark.
Yeah.
I have
So-
40 wrong.
He
I have
he's
a
got a
40.
lantern on. I don't know if that makes a difference.
The let you see
Okay.
No, I
Wasn't
have
sure if
30
that helps,
meters.
but
doesn't help specifically.
Then I have the best skill.
go to it, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get a plus 30 for the markings that you guys left, at least until it's confirmed that you've lost that trail.
Till the first junction.
Give me a blind GM navigation roll.
I hate the elf.
He doesn't make it easy to love him.
Hey, would you like to join the Elven Hate Club?
Yes, please.
You're just gonna slide.
He's
I'm
gonna
out
get
with
back
him
to the
and
bar.
just
He'll be
slide
drinking.
that night.
All of a sudden,
It's
some
fine.
rocks will land on the table.
Still trying to figure this all out. My skill should be a 70, but if it's not, then it's flipped.
Okay.
Have
Okay.
Mrs. Card to survive. We meet every Sunday.
Okay.
We pay downhill.
Okay. So you head off.
Just takes the kidney.
These are the upper
We
tunnels.
also
Okay.
circle and talk about how else
So
it
you
does.
head out. You think you're remembering the way back out.
8:32.
Within 15, 30 minutes or so, you get to a section where there are a network of cross tunnels that you don't remember having seen before. Okay. Again, you can use some intuition if you want to go by gut as far as which way is, or you can just randomly pick one.
Intuition.
Okay.
No bonus for the markings.
What's your?
You haven't seen the markings for a while.
Is it only him that can make the intuition? Never mind.
Okay.
That's all right, that's-
Sorry.
You're pretty certain this tunnel over here, third one on the right, is the correct one, and you lead the group off that direction.
That's what I like about
It's fine. I'm
Be-
confident.
That's right.
being the character that I am. I would have been confident through the whole thing. Like, I don't give a shit. I know exactly where I'm going. Even if I rolled bad,
Mhm.
my character literally is nothing but a scout.
I know the darkness.
I would have been like, yep, let's go this way.
Okay. That leads you into a section that is collecting a lot of water and sewage. Seems to be like a lower section underneath a cesspool type area, a drainage pipe, that you guys have to end up crawling through very tightly. Manages to refresh you with a brand new layer of muck and slime.
And we're warm again.
All of that.
Yes.
Ooh, 2 more days.
Must have been a sailing
Really
board.
long time.
Right.
And I slammed into a rock.
That's something I'd eat. Jesus.
Okay. That.
Yeah, you fell for the dwarven curse.
They're so good.
Give me a perception roll.
How'd you get them so burnt? Is that a special type?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
called
they're
the
so
extra
good.
toast.
God.
Average or challenging.
That's
challenging.
addicting. I don't even like. Normally, I'm like not addicted to the things, but wow.
Okay.
Can I just change that line to set it all for all?
It doesn't really matter, but yes.
The elf has
Okay.
migrated to the warm
You
food.
come across a section where the tunnel has partially collapsed, leaving a large boulder down below head length or head height. You spot it as you come around the corner, and avoid smacking your head quite hard against it, and proceed to notify the rest of the group about it.
Got it.
Okay.
The elf has done that.
Is it
He
a
did.
fresh collapse?
You see, an
No,
arm.
Right.
Okay.
Questions.
You keep going on. It's been maybe an hour and a half or so at this point. You start to smell rotten eggs on the air.
Are the winds of magic like
What does it
typical
smell like?
winds?
Lindsay?
There's no notable changes on any of the winds of magic.
Are they
Sorry.
flowing out?
No.
Actually,
No.
Okay. It's not like typical winds where they flow from a point.
They do, but only localized.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So, I mean, if there's a source
Right.
or a
like-
draw, they would move. Otherwise, they're just present.
The sewers are full of notches of
Right.
magic.
Okay.
Never mind.
It smells like rotten eggs. Give me a perception check. You can give me a perception check as well.
Really bad cook.
They get a bonus or anything?
Yeah. I'll include the bonus for yours.
Okay.
It's funny how I'm still.
I really hope the elf gets eaten by a rat ogre on his way out.
I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
know. I want to find his body so I can take his.
His limbs, then we can make another elf that's full of
I
oil.
don't want his
No, the
limbs.
best part is let him go to bed. He's so fucking tired. It'd be nice and easy to just slowly slide the knife into his neck.
I could use.
You gotta fight him with honor.
What?
I could use that magic move.
Challenge him to a duel.
You lose.
That's your note.
It's not the elf's fault.
It probably didn't show up because I'm on blind.
He's like
Yeah, now
on
they're
guard. He
roasted.
goes to.
There you go.
Alright.
We had a plan.
I
Nobody
followed the-
followed the plan.
I followed the plan to the left.
Guys,
I'm just saying.
Smell
We
burnt.
gotta back up. We gotta back up. I've smelled this once at the dwarven place. It's that crap they use to make booms. We can't go forward.
Gunpowder?
Oh, okay. Okay.
I know it's different than gunpowder, but we can't go forward.
Methane.
I'm role playing, dipshit.
Yeah.
You don't know what methane is.
No,
None of
I
us
don't.
do.
Meanwhile, the lantern you're holding is sputtering a little bit.
I fucking go back. I don't even know. I'm gonna pull an elf.
That-
Do you know what
yeah.
he's talking about?
He's talking about a substance called fire damp,
Okay.
which is a natural occurrence, or presumably a natural occurrence that exists in sewers, caves, etc. Collects and is highly explosive to flames or sparks.
Back it up.
Have you not seen all the mini videos of like the Arabs and the Indians throwing cigarettes down the
Well, I
just all of a sudden the street explodes.
I know what it is. Whether my character knew
Yeah,
or not,
your
that's
your
what-
ca-
that's
your,
what
your
it's
character as
asking.
a troll, yes, it's a common
Explosive
Oh,
sewer.
I'm a dwarf, not a troll.
Now,
you said troll.
troll, elf, or whatever.
So, turn off your lanterns.
Done.
And we'll be fine.
is it pitch black for me now?
It is pitch black
Oh,
right now.
hey. Yeah, there might be a problem.
Here, hold my hand.
You were able to see a minute ago.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Well, there's a lantern going.
Okay, let's
I'll guide him.
as
through.
far as I know, it's his hand and not a rat dragging each other.
Yep, this
Oh,
way.
He holds out the rat hand.
I
Yeah.
just-
Hold my hand.
No, the hand's all the way up here. You realize you
Good,
hold your
alright.
finger of a
Yep,
troll.
so there he's leading. I got the halfling leading me on.
Okay, so you're going to slowly and cautiously move your way
Murderous
forward?
halfling.
Yep.
Okay. Now, another aspect of this, given that it's effectively methane, it's also poisonous, and you can't breathe through it. And you don't know how far it extends. So, as a dwarf, as a dwarf, I got that one right. As a dwarf tunnel fighter, you would certainly know of that hazard.
Okay.
I think we should go forward.
So, I mean, they're typically not large patches, but if you are traveling blind in the tunnel, you're not moving fast enough, it's going to be an issue.
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything to that.
I just run and slam in a wall. That's a-
Is this
Do
the
we
path?
know that this is the?
Huh?
Is this the path?
No. I'm trying.
so do we?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff you guys have seen over the last 30 to 45 minutes, most of you aren't recognizing. You're assuming the wizard knows where he's going. He said he did.
In
But-
theory, shouldn't we just take every chance we can to go up?
In
theory.
theory.
Up in someone's toilet.
I'm role playing.
Yeah, the orientation person would say, yeah, we're generally going north.
No, I'm not talking north. I'm talking up.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that up north? Isn't that what that is? Orienteering doesn't work if your guy's an idiot. Up north. Definitely not going down south.
That's a fair point.
That's a good one.
Gets too hot if you go south. You need to go north where it gets colder.
Isn't it great if all my skills are just affected by the fact that I'm dumb as shit?
Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna cast the light
Evaluate.
spell.
I like
Okay.
this pile of
Guys.
shit.
I have an idea.
Fuck, so nice.
I'm gonna cast the light spell.
Does that make sparks?
No. It is purely magical light.
Not normally.
Yeah, not
I mean,
normally.
I can't stop it. It's not like I can stop him. I can't see him, so
We don't have Erdem.
man fucking kills the whole crew.
I cast light! A blast of flame explodes.
You're all
Oh, man,
healed.
you're gonna be the only character. You're gonna be a psychopath. I gotta get a new group.
It's cursed with a permanent 30-foot radius of silence.
We just need Erdem here.
Erdem would have light.
Does it disappear when the wizard dies?
It only lasts like 10 minutes.
Oh,
It's
I was saying
long
it'd be
gone.
great. Like he's like he spends the next 2 years just
Can you
farting
make like
whenever
a
he wants.
breeze or something?
Gets into like a big situation. He
You keep
dies,
talking about
it
the winds
ends.
of magic. Can you not like manipulate the wind down here and like make the
Make wind.
I'm
Make
sure
wind.
it-
the fire damp
But
go
no, the spells
over?
actually do
Sure,
last
if I
after
did, it would
wizard's
be
death.
very, very
It lasts for
fast.
the duration. You can't even dispel it. The
Because
spell
it's
you
dead.
cast.
Well,
So you're gonna cast a
Even
light
if you're
spell?
alive, if you cast like a wall of
Yeah.
fire,
Okay.
you have
What-
to
what do you
do a
want to
test to
start?
dispel it. You don't get the free dispel it.
So it just lasts forever?
It lasts for the duration.
Oh, okay.
What do you want to be the target? What do
I
you
wish
want
I
to be
left
glowing?
with you, but I probably
God, the dwarf.
You would have stayed right with me because I would
No.
have let you.
Because I can't.
I would not have left
I
anybody.
will.
No, I
That's
would not
right.
have left anybody that came with me.
Even
Everybody
me?
left me.
Yeah,
Doesn't
okay.
matter
I mean,
He's the one who can't
I'm
see.
party
Are you
oriented
sure you're good with this
until
plan?
the party goes against the plan.
Why?
I went exactly with the plan. I'm just saying.
I agree. I don't know that.
Fear,
I agree. You did.
fear magic.
Had the rest of the
Oh.
party went with the plan, we would have been gold.
I forgot about that.
That's what I
You
figured.
I forgot.
manipulated the plan.
Yeah.
We don't need. No, we don't
I don't
need,
know
we,
that. My character doesn't know it. You
We don't need a light
manipulated the
spell.
plan by saying,
I'll
"Give me your
guide
head."
you. It's fine.
I was doing that as a.
But we gotta see what's
that's my
where
actual
the
thing.
But
so.
Yeah,
but
are
you
we
got
going
it
fast? What
with
if the fire dip is
and it
just
caused
down
certain
this
people to
tunnel?
hold back.
We'll just go down the tunnel real quick, and we'll be out of it on the other side. We don't have to use.
Mind you, he's standing in the dark this entire time.
I mean, watch your head.
Yeah.
As far as I know,
This is what he sees.
He can lead me
All right, guys.
wherever, and I'm just gonna go.
For one of our old campaigns,
Yes.
we could get those. For one of our old Pathfinder campaigns, the group kept getting blinded for one reason or another. Forget what the
It
rationale
was the
was.
towers, those dragon towers.
Yeah, so I went out and I bought a whole bunch of these funny animal masks, blindfolds that everyone had to wear.
He would show up and just go. He would just sit there. Who? Carter, my son. He'd be like, okay, and Sean would give him the option. Which direction do you want to go? Point which way you want to go. Yeah, you go. He's like, how far can you go? He goes, I think
There's a wall.
movement's 20. He's like, okay.
There's a wall.
There's a wall. Which direction would you like to go now? And he's, like, we would get home and be like, are you okay? Was it? You still? And he's like, no, this is actually kind of fun. that was when you guys were at Buzz's and Mary's, right?
No, that's right. We at the church we were
Yeah.
playing.
Oh, we still-
yeah, we were
yeah.
still doing that.
Yeah, I got pictures of him with that one. He had no idea.
I would love that. I'd be like, yeah, all right.
And he had like cat eyes, so like, he would turn to look at Sean's voice. Like he would just sit here like this, and then Sean he'd be
We should get those back
That was
out.
a lot of years ago.
We should really get those
Okay,
back out.
anyways. So what's your solution? You got somebody who doesn't want magic and somebody who can't breathe.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just hold his hand and I'll guide him through the fire dam.
Okay.
If we're gonna go through the fire dam,
Or you can circle back and try to find a different route.
I think that's the best idea. I like that idea. Let's do that idea. Let's circle back, much like a certain press secretary.
this. I trust this little halfling to guide me
I'm a
safely.
completely trustworthy individual.
I feel like probably
yes.
I've never led you astray.
not that I
I'm
know.
not going
of.
to lead you astray here.
Just let's go.
I grab his hand and start heading. Come on, let's go. Start heading down
Okay.
different tunnels.
So the 5 of you are going to try to go through, or 6 of you are going to try to go through and hold your breath.
No, we're going to go find a different route.
You said circle back,
It's just-
right?
It's just,
Okay, find a different route. Okay.
you okay with that?
I don't
sir?
think I don't think you're wrong, Wizard. I just think this gas collected while we were down there. We were down there a long time.
I
Sure.
think the elf just
I'm
farted.
so disappointed in you. You need a battle ranger with you, or troll slayer. Because my troll slayer would be like, what? It goes away with this! Spark. Boom! There we go!
Issue is,
This
dude's
is
still
Mohawk's
kind of smart.
completely burned off.
My dude's still kind of sane and not ready to die, so.
Just a quick question. I'm just wondering if we just make the
Maybe when the dwarf gets this on
actor just for fun.
A what? Just for fun?
character before we get this on.
Character just for fun.
Like, if you can make a new character just for fun?
Yeah.
Not during the game?
Come on,
I'm not doing anything. I
You're
don't skill.
supposed to be
I don't
role
have
play.
skills for that.
Role play, yes you do.
Neither do I.
Yeah, nobody does.
Role
Yeah.
play.
You're following a wizard through the maze of the Underdark.
This is pure intelligence.
Who has admittedly, he is fully admitted, I have no idea where we are. He literally is said.
He's admitted
It's
for the
right
last
way,
45
dude.
minutes he's
Neither
been
do
lost.
I'm supposed to be on the roads, not in the sewer.
That's why. Well, that's my point. Is right now, role playing is all you guys have.
I have negative skills.
Let's do
Oh,
this.
we saw that, Sean.
Okay. I will re-roll that then.
Not lurking spider.
Yeah, there's no lurking spider
Wide
there.
Open legs.
Okay, so you guys
Giant.
circle back. You take a different wing, different passageway that you think that looks like it's slightly going up.
Yeah.
Okay, you go up there.
Then it goes
After a distance, the tunnel, the ground continues going up. Unfortunately, the roof does not,
Oh, okay, so
and it narrows down to a 10-foot wide tunnel that's only about 3 feet high.
You don't tell me.
You're not really that big of an issue. He starts noticing. Well, you guys have a lantern going at this point, so you can see it.
Did you relight it? Okay.
Okay. Dwarves and halflings, it gets narrow enough that you're forced to move forward at a crouch.
Yeah.
Without enclosed fighter, which I assume you have, your movement is halved. Physical skills are two steps more difficult, etc. You can't use weapons or bows, etc. As you keep moving forward. A distance into it, there is water or fluids dripping from the side that makes the tunnel not only sloped but covered with a layer of slime and oils, making it particularly slippery.
This is a death trap.
Or the fastest way out.
Right. If you recall, when you came down, there was a section similar that you were able to descend, leaving a rope. You guys are going up in this case.
And there's no rope.
There's no rope here. No, this doesn't seem to be the same one.
No. Or the elf.
And the elf doesn't seem to have come by this way.
Alright, let's get.
So how would you like to ascend the distance?
Is this a climb skill?
This will be a climbing skill, yes.
I would like to climb.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do I take the negative if I'm already on my hands and knees? Am I taking a negative?
You're not taking a negative for that, other than the fact that physical skills are reduced because you don't have any room to move.
Gotcha. So I still take the net minus the two
Two
levels.
levels,
lower?
yes.
Okay.
So what are we doing? We're crawling up the.
Yeah, you're in a the ceiling has
Right,
descended, so it's a very narrow
doing
thing.
this.
You're right,
Yeah.
and it's shifted such that you're going up about a 45 degree.
Oh, okay.
But
that's
there's
perfect.
water and fluids dripping down, making the whole thing slime coated and slippery.
Okay.
Everyone should.
So
go
we're having to
first.
roll a climbing test because of that.
Right.
Everyone should go first.
Well, the question, I mean, conceivably, one person can go first and drop a rope to assist everybody. I don't know if you have that gear or that equipment.
Okay.
I think he
Again,
had all the rope.
and I hate to.
I think the elf has all the
Yeah,
rope.
he did. He did.
Let's see.
Allowed to swap out athletics for this roll?
Yes, I'm fine with the swap for
Yeah, 'cause
athletics
this doesn't
versus
seem like a
strength.
strength-based
Does
thing
it?
anyways.
Don't you have a grappling hook and rope there?
I left it.
You left it out.
Yeah, we used
Yeah.
his at the first one, and we were going to use his for another one if we found it, but he's gone.
He also left the rope at the
Yes.
bomb place also, so he doesn't have
Oh
rope.
no! Oh no!
I have no
no.
rope and grappling.
Oh no!
Yeah, you go sliding back down to the bottom of
I
it.
could have a grappling hook if I would have taken off.
Well, I'm
No,
gonna
you
Yeah.
finally rolled a
We
100.
don't have rope though.
Let's give it a shot.
At least you
I
weren't
would
higher
not
up
take
when you
the
rolled
time to
that.
untie the grappling hook either.
Next time I
would
get
use
near
that length
somebody,
in my rope.
I'm just gonna hold on to them. Right? One of the bigger folk.
Okay.
I don't think that's even gonna matter though.
Yeah, you don't seem able to climb up either.
It's because I got negative 50 if I'm two levels lower, and my
Okay.
30 for 15.
Heinrich
Minus
struggles and forces his way up there.
Why are you two levels
Tolman
lower?
takes a bit more time,
He said that
so that
I was blind.
it's two
Sorry.
levels lower.
Yeah, because of the
it's a
narrow tunnel.
cramped tunnel.
Should be.
So Heinrich and Tolman manage to work their way with difficulty up to the top. It does give you each one level of fatigue for the difficult climb.
I
Alan-
rerolled because I couldn't see the dice. Sorry.
Okay, well,
You can use the first one.
yeah,
Or the second one.
the first one you were not successful.
That's fine.
Okay. Did you want to try free climbing at least?
Do we have a rope or anything like that?
I do not have a rope.
No, the elf has all of it.
Oh,
He
that was
does not.
9.
They got left. They got left in the two different
Yes,
places.
I remember somebody else saying they had a rope.
The elf. And then he used
Okay,
it
so half the group is able to climb, the other half is
to
not.
get along the ledge.
So how are you
Easier
going
get
to
along the ledge.
rejoin each other? You can go back down and try to find yet another route.
Uh,
So what's
I
at the
mean,
top?
I don't see a way. For
Tunnel
me to get
continues
there.
on.
Between my size and my fatigue, I don't see a way for me to get up there.
How high is the climb?
40 feet.
Gonna suggest.
We
the
didn't
people
come
that are
this
at the
way.
top, you
We
tell
did
them
not
the
come
people
this
are
way.
at the bottom.
I mean, going by myself, I I would just keep trying to climb this until I'm fatigued till I die.
How long?
If you're gonna leave.
If you fail it, you're not gonna get fatigued per se. You just can't make any distance.
Is it an extended test?
Sure.
Due to my
And all of it is.
I'm not necessarily worried about the extended test. If you fail an extended test, it just means you stop. If you pass the test, you've made it to the top.
So like
How long?
I made it to the top.
Yeah,
You made it
you're
to
at the top. He's I think you made it.
I did not roll.
Okay, Eckhart made it, and then Andy made it.
do
No,
that
I
critical
did
succeed
not.
what it costs.
Heinrich did. Who's Heinrich?
He's Heinrich.
Oh, okay.
So that you-
Yes, the
I
climb
made it to the
itself
top, okay.
through the narrow situation is
My
what's putting you
thing
fatigued.
is, Andy did not make it, and he has a 6 skill.
Okay, Andy was not the one that
Are you
made it.
using climber?
I'm sorry, Ben is the one that
Doesn't
made it.
matter.
Heinrich made it.
Either or, I got to
Heinrich, Tolman, and Eric all managed to climb to the top. The other 3 have not. So either those at the top could descend back to stay with the group. They could go on, and the other 3 find a different route.
The apprentice went up also.
I rolled-
It's just
That was
me and
Eric,
Andy.
yeah.
I rolled a 25.
How
Everyone
long
else
has it
passed.
been?
Wow, and you still failed.
Everyone else passed.
Well,
Yeah, it's just me and Andy at the bottom.
no, he double
Is
rolled.
it? No, but he had rolled previously.
I had
He had rolled a
rolled
blind round. That's why.
Yeah, so I got a minus 15.
How
Even
long
with my 6
has
skill,
it been
I mean, I could give
since
it a
we
shot
left
and
the
make it a better
Oh,
roll.
Hype
Fine,
system
but-
from where the
2.5 hours since the rats.
I have to ask.
Mhm.
So, everybody who's medium sized or larger has a minus 20 because of its cramped.
Because they don't have any room to maneuver. I understand the general idea. If it's a small thing, you have plenty of places to brace yourself.
Mhm.
It's smaller than that. You don't have any place to maneuver
To get the
to
leverage.
get the leverage to do that. The nature of the tunnel. Okay, it's really wide, 10 feet.
Okay.
It's like that.
I
would
get
be-
what
you
your
would be able to-
intentions are. The problem is having gone spelunking, you're off. I've had rushing water going past you. You're bracing and moving yourself up. Brace and move yourself up. Brace and move yourself
I don't disagree with that. You're able to climb. Some of the characters don't have the ability to climb.
Why is he at a minus 50? Is my point.
He has
I've-
3 levels of fatigue. It's
Yeah.
one of them.
I get that. So do I. I have 3 levels of fatigue as well. But I wouldn't argue that I would have a minus 20 on top of that for anything. That's my only argument is that the way you've described it, there should be no penalties for anybody unless they're small.
So I guess it is, and it's only a minus 20. I would do a minus 30 on my last one because I went down 2 levels. It's 2 levels, so it goes from average to challenging to difficult. Is that right?
Mhm.
Because that's a 30 change for me, so that gives me a minus 60 overall.
That's practically impossible for you.
I
It's
would have to
impossible
roll-
for any of us.
I have to roll.
Yeah, without tools, etc. Yeah, it's a tough climb
Let's see what.
in the situation.
How long,
And it's
how
not
long
ju-
is the climb?
About 40 feet. Like I said, it's not rushing water. There's not a hefty amount of water here. It's slime and muck and such that have built up.
I know we didn't
What
come
if,
this way.
what if we manacle each other together? I have manacles.
Yeah, but not that long.
Well, I understand, but if somebody else had a cloak, like he could hold on to the cloak and somebody else could do the skill test I would say with a small penalty to help.
Conceivably, yeah, you might be able to
Assisted.
fashion together some sort of a rope or assistance yet like that.
An assisted
It's
climb.
always water. It's always water of some kind.
With your
It kills you.
It absolutely is every game, every character.
I haven't even got my 3rd level of
I
fatigue.
mean, I'll try to assist him as best I can because I probably have the best climb in this group anyway.
100%.
Would it benefit if I manacled myself to you?
Probably
manage
not.
yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
You didn't lose the key. Oh man, I dropped it in the sewer.
I'm stuck with this.
I mean,
bounty
if you have enough
Pretty
if you have enough equipment that you could cobble together a prison break style rope, I'm fine with that.
I've only got 1 manacle, so
Well, no, I'm talking about cloaks and and blankets or bedrolls or whatever. I don't know what gear you guys have.
I'll show up naked.
I have
Just
my
at the
cloak I
surface.
use for stealth.
Can you manacle
Okay.
the quarterstaff to like his backpacker's armor and then hold on to the quarterstaff?
Probably not. Let's see. Yeah.
Tie a fuse around you.
There we go.
You just set the bombs behind me and fires me straight up.
You could enlarge the tunnel with your bombs.
Or make
Shrink it
smaller.
dramatically.
I hate to inform people, but I'm kind of low on bombs.
Or like I said, you could always go back and search for another way.
I am down here with you. I could try to find.
Yeah, I mean,
Wizard,
I mean,
toss
obviously,
us your cloak.
obviously the mechanic here for exploring the Undercity, because it's a maze. The idea is you use your navigation. That determines how efficiently you can travel the area, i.e., how many random encounters you go through as you go. The risk is, so far you've been dealing with geographic things.
right.
Not
Something
really
alive.
they're obstacles, but nothing really dangerous. There are things that are dangerous in the sewer, and eventually you run into the Balrog.
Right.
So
Yeah, whip it real good, and then it goes away first.
yeah, I mean the point is you don't really want to spend a
Money
huge
gonna
number
end
of
you
random
as
encounters.
Right.
But
Is it a clock?
if you get blocked otherwise, you may not have any choice.
My apprentice can also use a staff to try to help you climb up.
Well, it's a 40 feet thing.
Well, sure.
By the time the pole gets contributed, we're already basically at the top. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, you can use it to help, but
It wouldn't do much.
Make it a dwarven pyramid.
no.
Like just
So
an Asian
the
game
goal-
show.
the goal
where
was
they'll try
to
run
steal
down
the
mountain
apprentice's
with a
cloak.
giant ball
Okay.
falling out.
To make something to help Andy
Used to watch
Okay.
Wipe out.
to
Yes. No,
then
there's a
make
Asian
my climb much more difficult.
Well, it's like
So you
starting
get
out
that
as a Japanese show. It's fucking
So you're gonna tie Andy to you, and you're gonna try to climb.
Used to
That's what I'm
watch
saying.
it all the
Thinking.
time.
I have whatever the infighting was.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have the drawbacks.
I don't
Right?
have the drawbacks.
Don't you guys have that where you select a number and say it's got to not one or whatever you need to make it and you go?
But you got to burn that resolve, right? For that, for
Mhm.
the pick a number.
My point is you can do it. I don't have any of those. I haven't had any of those since like shortly after making this character.
No,
Actually, I never had any of those.
Which
with
I'm
this character.
totally willing to
Ever.
burn if we all end up at the top.
Right.
If
I wouldn't even burn that
right.
to say everyone's at the top except you, because those are like you get one at the end of the chapter.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm
They're valuable.
Yes.
I wouldn't even burn it for coming up here. We just find another way.
Is there a limit to the amount of attempts we can try?
Every attempt
I've-
gives you fatigue.
Well, no. When you successfully climb up, you got fatigued. Right now, the unsuccessful just means you can't with your current conditions.
I've got to
Okay.
roll
You can't
two.
climb it. So no, it's not a matter of just I keep rolling until I roll under a 6.
Yeah.
It's you don't have the ability right now, so you got to change your situation.
It's a test to see if you would be able to do it rather than you didn't do it that time.
And how well prepared the group came as far as gear, etc. I mean, if you have a dwarf who can climb this tunnel easily, and the group has a spare rope and grappling hook, this isn't that hard of a challenge.
If we had the rope, I would have just went up because I have.
That's how we got
a
past the
benefit
first
from
slide.
Right, that's how you did it the first time.
Because I went down with ease and just attached a rope.
I mean, despite my various descriptions and everything,
Yeah.
the scenarios are all basically different tests to see how skilled and qualified you guys are.
Sorry, guys, we gotta go a different way. Come back. Did I
Alright.
get everyone
Are we
to?
going back?
I mean, I can try the climbing thing. We can get you up
Okay.
because I have the apprentice's cloak now,
You
so I get to ruin that.
Can you pull my dead weight?
You'll also have to carry me up.
Gotta carry you up too.
Well, he's wearing the cloak.
Not
Oh,
at the
well.
same time.
Not.
I'm just hugging him.
It's a joke.
I know.
Take me.
I know.
See, what he does is he ties himself to Andy. Andy ties himself to you, and then you climb.
Yeah.
I would
And then it's not like you have to carry both of them.
I was supposed to look
Great feat of strength.
Does it count as being worn?
Ah,
If he's
they're
wearing
lower
it.
encumbrance.
There you go.
I don't,
I've never felt
No.
closer, dwarf.
That feels like that would be just the trapping.
no, I don't.
What's that?
Okay.
Rope?
Rope.
Yeah, nobody came with rope. Except the elf. He left with him.
I brought rope.
What? You brought
You
my
wanna-
rope.
you wanna give
I-
it a
I-
shot?
I didn't need the supply rope. I had your rope.
Dwarf, give it a shot. You'll have to just climb twice. Is what
I know.
bought.
I bought 2 lengths of rope.
Not pay
Both
attention to
left
what you're
behind.
doing. I'm going to look down further along
At the top? Okay.
At the top, just to make sure that we're not getting ambushed.
Okay, yeah, nothing seems to be approaching you currently. No
It's
lurking
like,
spiders
sure,
or
we're
anything.
quiet.
Sure. I'll try with Andy.
Okay.
What negatives are you giving me?
What's your encumbrance?
This is D&D, I'd be terrified of.
Well, my encumbrance currently is
No, I'm looking for his because you're going to carry his body of 8 plus whatever gear he has.
With Lorman, I'm
whose
hoping
encumbrance
it is.
doesn't affect the climb.
No.
Doesn't?
It does not.
Mine's 11.
It's all agility based stuff and climbs and strength based.
Okay.
Besides, he can leave behind stuff up here if he needed to lower his encumbrance.
The dwarf at the top, if he climbs to the top first.
He's already at the top.
Oh,
He never went up.
yet because I was waiting because I was smart not to fatigue myself if we're not going up.
Gotcha.
Right. So.
Just to get told I have to climb twice now.
I would say 20.
Minus 1.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I mean, you're presumably helping somewhat. He's just really providing support.
You can only hope that I can help.
Well, you're at least holding, albeit minimal.
Right. I'm just sitting back there like a kid with a keyboard.
Would you like to qualify
Really,
this
dwarf would be
as a
underneath
strength
and
test
pushing you
involving
up.
lifting?
When you would slip, you would stop you.
Do you have a talent that gives you a bonus when that's happening? I would consider that probably. You're lifting a big weight while doing a physical skill.
Dwarves get a +1 SL bonus for that.
Okay,
These are
so it
shit
makes it minus
conference.
20 and minus 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Plus minus 0. There we
Okay.
go. I failed anyway.
With the plus 10 or with the minus 10?
It's a +1 SL. That's
Okay.
why it's only a -0.
So no, the dwarf is not able to carry you up.
Okay.
Let's go a different way.
Find a new route.
Okay, you guys slide back down.
Unless you guys want to split up.
There's 3 up and 3 down.
You can split up.
Heinrich, are you staying up top or are you coming down
No,
the
my
side?
apprentice will be coming with me.
They'll have something
Unless
like,
your
you guys
apprentice
should
says
split
otherwise."
up.
Yeah. What the fuck? A coin comes bouncing down the thing. Son of
You see an unstable cavern. Everybody starts walking through. Suddenly a rock lands in there.
That's I'm like, there's the halfling bastard. Not funny, is it?
When you get to the other end, you see the elf. He was going the direction you were coming from.
Oh, yeah.
He's the liquid. Pouring off the-
So, you guys splitting up or going back down?
Fuck. I'll
Or
go
do you have
slide
another
back
option?
down.
Okay.
Say we. Come on. You don't
Slide down.
Ben?
It's not a McDonald's
Okay.
slide.
So you guys work your way back down carefully and attempt to find a different route.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have left you guys behind.
Navigation.
Yeah, we should
Probably.
have a
Nope,
couple
not
of
navigation.
people in this group. All right. I can't believe this. You should be trained for these tunnel things.
I made it.
You made it, yeah. I don't disagree. You made it.
My apprentice is apparently athletic.
Okay. After a bit of time, you hear the sounds of rushing water up ahead. And you see a access tunnel that pouring similar to how you descended beforehand. The scaffolding here is badly damaged and loose. Definitely not where you guys descended originally. Some of the tunnels up above are blocked, but you're not sure which one necessarily to take. Okay. With some effort, you manage to ascend up to the upper level. From there, give me another navigation roll to see how quickly you can find a exit out of the sewers. Meanwhile, Matt, I need the same thing for you, I think.
Why is that not?
I'm telling you, fucking skill tests in this game are way too fucking hard.
But I have a 20 for my, or 30 for my markings and a 20 for the map.
Yep.
Most skill tests are at the average, the +20. So I
Right.
mean, an average human's a 50-50 shot. On
If you're
those
not in a
skills.
stressful situation, you pass things all the time. And in Mill, you don't even typically have to make a skill roll. So,
Well, there you go.
you got. Okay, so I got Matt's. I need yours as a blind GM because you don't know how hard how
Sorry.
good it was.
Sorry.
Yeah, so same thing.
Failure, Matt.
Want me to do it again?
Yeah.
Want me to do it again blind?
Uh-huh.
Rolling 99.
Navigation, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, so
With all your buffs.
that is off. That is on. Public blind GM.
Okay. No problem. Okay.
Easy 99.
Jesus, yours is over. Oh wait, no, you have a bunch of my maps.
Plus 50 to everything I do right now. This is great.
Despite being tired, he can find his way.
okay.
The dwarves. Dad's over there wanting to kill me.
Okay, so Matt,
The dwarfs go navigate.
you climb up the
You know why I
access
want to
way.
kill you? Because we're wasting the whole night
I know.
fucking around in this sewer when it would have been a 10-minute ordeal with the fucking map and the elf.
Yep.
You get up to the top. You pick a tunnel. You smell fresh air, and not 50 yards down, you find a exit out of the sewer system.
Okay.
Takes you up out onto the city. You're down in the southwestern corner of the city where the rats are. As you come out from behind a old building from the sewer system, you smell terrible.
He failed.
It is the sun's coming up.
I look
It's early
around
in the
like,
morning.
this ain't good as place.
No,
Damn it.
this is not good as place.
You're 3 cities over.
Yeah, whoa.
How the hell am I in Kislev?
I want to try to find a place to.
countries. His was probably burned with the
Because as far as at -30 for exhaustion, I'm pretty damn tired.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm doing is trying to find a place to bathe and sleep for the day.
Well, you have a
The
tavern.
place I paid for, yes.
Yeah.
I need to get a bath there though.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
I try to not enter the tavern. I want to, do that without having to bring my stink in.
Yeah, I mean, we all look like, well, you
Like
especially
calling
look like
them
a dirty
poop.
or
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they charge you a bronze for the bath to get cleaned up, and they assist you avoiding the smell in the main hall
Okay.
as much as possible. Okay, you guys head down one of the tunnels. You go through a couple of narrow tunnels along the way, which are nothing more than just difficulties. As you emerge from one, you're in a section of the sewers with water flowing down the middle. You hear around the corner a loud and steady squeaking of dozens, if not hundreds, of little squeaks.
No. Other way. Back way. Don't go that way, please.
I still
No.
go there.
Okay, looking around the corner, you see a section of the tunnel just crawling in rats.
No.
Hundreds of them.
In my experience, this is super abnormal, right?
In the sewers, not really. They tend to congregate in large groups, where when they don't have any particular threats, they basically just have a big rat orgy all the time. Which seems to be what's going.
Fucking horrific. isn't it?
Yes, seems to be what's going on here. Sort of the music. When there's a threat, that's when they start scurrying and running away, or hide. Normally, what you found is near access tunnels, etc. They're hiding because they don't feel that they're safe necessarily, because there's all these rat catchers with dogs chasing them.
Where the hell's your dog?
Nobody knows.
City Pound.
It's a nice little nightclub in a basement.
Yeah.
Breeding hounds.
Suspect.
You're gonna start smacking the rats with stones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You throw a rock at the first couple. They pretty much just ignore you. And after that, it looks like you take out one of them and it sort of slumps over on the side. The other rats are crawling all over it and everything. And then you start to see some blood appear on some of them as they start chewing on the dead rat. As you take out a couple of them, you're not making a dent on the numbers of them, but they seem to be hungry at least.
Please. Back
Do
the
you
other
know-
way.
Do you know how to scare him?
Yeah, fire.
Well, if they're down
Yeah,
a tunnel,
we have
can we go
lanterns.
past them? And
They're
the tunnel-
filling the tunnel.
They're filling the. Oh, I thought it was off to the side.
No.
Oh.
But we're injured. They're attacking the injured ones.
Well, they're
I'm not injured.
I'm not injured.
right, and they're.
Yeah,
I mean,
Oh no, I am injured.
they'll attack the little
That's the
ones.
point.
It's the
They
big
go.
ones.
They'll
that
go
are-
for
not
the small
missing
ones
any
first.
Yeah.
But you have blood on you from your previous wounds.
Well, until that got washed off in the tunnel.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, we're just
by
going
that
through.
logic, mine's washed off probably too.
So we just hack and slash our way through. I mean,
No, terrible idea. Fucking find a different route.
How close do I think we are?
what do you think's in this lantern that I got?
You're not sure.
Sounds like
How
city.
many
What
more
level
hours
of
has
the
it
So
been?
you guys are on the sewer level
I
at
don't
this
know,
point.
look it up,
Yeah.
just look.
How many more hours has it been?
You're not sure. You've lost track. You know his wine wore off.
It's been months.
Your bravery beer is
We
probably
actually
worn
all
off by
died down
now.
here, we're just wandering souls.
Not that it matters that much.
Is-
Nothing
is-
scary per se, but
Is the lantern he's holding emanating like chaos magic?
I'm not holding
the
a lantern.
one
Not
he
you.
recovered?
Yeah,
No.
Something like warp stone might.
No.
Okay. I mean,
Do-
I have
will
a
they-
grenade.
Do they shun back from the light of if I light a
That
torch?
scares humans.
Yeah, I mean, a grenade would obviously scare off the fucking rats. But
I mean, it's an expensive thing, but
yeah, that's all I'm concerned about. It's a waste of money.
do you have spare black powder? No. I don't use firearms, so there's no reason to bring extra black powder.
You don't have extra, just an extra horn of it?
Yeah, I do not.
Yeah.
It's going our way.
Let's say you.
I want out. However we do it.
That's
If you're
probably-
you as the rat expert saying we shouldn't go that way, I'll listen to you.
But there should be an access tunnel nearby because otherwise they would.
You're in the sewers. It's all a matter of how quickly he can find one.
So I mean, if we as
Yeah,
long as
but-
we don't descend any further, we should be fine.
I'm tired, so I may not have understood exactly what you were saying. But this little rat nest.
It's filling the tunnel that you guys are traveling
yes,
through. Yeah.
I understand that. But my thought is they would be near an access point to the main city.
He said when they're near the access points, they'd be hiding.
Yeah,
Right.
When-
okay,
That's
so
why
the
in the
exact
city you don't
opposite.
see them very often because
so the
they're
exact
scared.
opposite. We may
Right.
actually be really far away.
You could be, but given the nature of the Undercity, it might be right around the corner. It might be another 3 hours.
I can scare him.
You could.
No. Keep that shit to yourself. What do you think, Dwarf?
Find a different way.
Yeah,
If your knowledge of rats is they're not going to be buying entrance. There's no reason to go
they're
that
not
way.
going to be buying entrance, and if we make the mistake of becoming their food, they could probably take us.
Yeah.
I don't think we could fight hundreds of rats. So
You took 3 out.
yeah, but I don't have 400 fucking stones on me.
Alright.
You threw so many at
Hey,
the elf.
just imagine you come back to the rat catcher's go with that many rats. That's how many pennies you get.
Yeah, but they don't want rats anymore. That's the problem.
You'd be a hero.
Back
Yeah.
the other way.
Okay, circle back around.
They would tell tales of your glories.
Okay.
Tails and the number of rat
You try another tunnel from the under the lower city access pipe, and you're moving along. You smell some sort of gas in the area. It doesn't smell the same as the fire damp. Give me a. The dwarf identifies it as something called stink damp. It is poisonous. Tends to be a small patch. It's not flammable. It's just a matter of getting through it without breathing too much.
Well,
Alright.
Sort of like a tear gas.
Forward.
Yeah, run. Hold our breath and run through it.
Cover our face.
Okay.
Using medical knowledge, is there a way I can advise people on how to minimize exposure?
Hold their breath. Cover their face. Try to avoid skin exposure.
Does it cling to the ground or is it general?
It's in the air.
Okay, so I can't low crawl underneath.
No, I mean you might be able to
Got it.
swim through the sewage.
You're talking
I
about every
disagree.
metabolism.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't penetrate that; it more percolates out of it. But you could conceivably swim through the liquid if you wanted to do
yeah,
that.
I didn't get every fucking disease
Yep.
known to man.
Alright,
Find some new ones.
It washes off those open wounds and put fresh muck in them.
I raise my hand, cover my face
Okay.
as best I can.
So, take your movement,
Okay.
divide it into 10, and round up. That's how many endurance rolls at plus 40 I need.
Movement divided by 10.
Your movement rate, it's 10 units long. If you have a 3 movement,
Oh,
it's 4 rolls.
Gotcha.
Okay.
If you have a 4 move, it's 3 rolls.
That's
Okay.
an endurance
All
roll.
of them are endurance at plus 40. Tell me if you fail any of them.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll 4 times.
That's fine.
It's my first roll.
Gonna roll 3 times.
Only 123. Dwarf stops in the middle. This smells fresh and clear.
Where's Ambrosius? Ambrosius!
Okay, so I see Heinrich and Oswald have failed at least one.
What did I roll on mine?
I don't know.
Or do you just want me to reroll?
2.
'Cause I rolled it
Oh,
blind.
yeah. Or you can roll it openly.
Well, I rolled it blind, so.
Yeah.
Well, I failed that.
Okay.
Oh, fucking hell. I
failed.
failed 3 of the 4, and 2 of them were really bad fails.
I can't
Yeah.
see the skill I'm selecting. Just roll the dice.
It's that fatigue that would be kicking my ass.
The
And
base,
that didn't.
I think it's going to go through the base. The base of the skull.
I'm gonna re-roll the last one.
Okay.
You have my results because I don't.
What?
Okay. So you
I
said
didn't
you
do
failed one of
anything
them?
I failed at least one.
Maybe throw
Okay.
it along first.
We had a plan. Nobody followed it but me. Not even the dwarf.
Heinrich,
It's your
Heinrich, did you
And
fail
nobody
any?
followed it but me.
Heinrich, did you fail any? 1. Oswald, did you fail any?
With my re-roll, I only failed one.
Okay. Alan?
Yep.
And
Just
Eric
assume
Eckhart
it-
or
I forgot Eric. Yeah.
Of course you did, you guys. Rat bastard.
Cockroach. Come on.
I assume you
Yeah,
passed all of
that's
them.
probably more accurate. You did it, cockroach.
Helps with 123.
Yeah.
Cut your fingers off.
That one was fairly confident of success.
Maybe people will learn to follow the plan.
Nope.
We
That's-
could, you could use 10 first.
It's a foreign concept.
Yeah.
Eckhart survived?
You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Eckhart passed. The dwarf passed for some reason. I guess he doesn't
Plan
get that.
was. He had a
Okay.
plus 40 to the endurance check and only has a 55.
Cut his other ear.
With a plus 40 endurance?
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's actually a fair point.
No, I mean,
He has a 55 without a plus 40?
as a human, you can't get that without mutations.
Yeah.
Because you get a plus 20 on the base.
Which is
stat
why
roll.
I am looking to figure out why that's the case.
Okay. So, at least 3 people, by the time you reach the other end, you've been poisoned.
Oh, he's deep. That's what.
Okay.
Severely.
So, Eckhart manages to make it through without effects. The dwarf seems like he could go through a few more times. He's going to live there. The rest of you have been poisoned. As you come out of the gas and can start breathing stinky but semi-fresh air, you suffer a wound. The poison effect needs to be cleared with either an endurance roll or a heal test to accomplish the same.
And the secondary healer's not there.
So
Base.
Okay,
Yeah,
so there's 3 people that are poisoned.
I'll heal myself first.
You're going to focus on yourself first. Now, while you are poisoned, that gives you a further minus 10 on the test. Okay? So the medic's going to heal himself. Did Eckhart or you want to apply healing to anybody? Okay.
no,
I'm resistant to disease.
Eckhart doesn't have.
It's not a disease, it's poison. That'll help you tomorrow when you wake up after a bath.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you could swim through the.
Is it a regular check?
It's a straight endurance test otherwise.
Okay, you don't want me to roll in the heal check.
This is the heal test for myself. Ah, fucking shit.
Oh my god!
Dude.
you're right.
Okay. Now, that is something you can repeat
I'm going to, because that's
as far as multiple rounds. But you make that first round. Now, regardless, you get an endurance roll as well beyond the healing.
Of challenging.
Just
Or average.
yeah, just straight. No modifiers.
Just
Challenging, yeah. Okay, I thought you had already
I
rolled
have
Alan.
not rolled
No, I
under
haven't
an
rolled mine
80
yet.
in the
Okay.
last like 7 rolls.
Okay, so Alan recovers from the poison. Tolman does not. Your heal check does not help you. Heinrich does not recover. So both of you lose another wound.
And I don't think I did either.
And
Yeah, that was a negative
you
one.
did not either. So you all 3 of you lose another wound. Okay. Then the next round, same thing. Again, you can do medicine multiple times.
I offer
Somebody
you some
passed.
alcohol.
Some
Maybe
alcohol.
that will like burn the poison away.
Okay, I will drink it.
Okay.
Okay.
Get him drunk while he's dying. Also.
Yes, that's great.
The way don't feel it.
Failed that. Endurance roll.
See, it worked.
Oswald recovered.
It was.
So tell me.
This is the best medicine.
Okay. So after that, the poison works itself out of you, either through your endurance or some medical aid, or perhaps the alcohol obviously works.
Yeah.
And you guys have recovered.
Obviously, we got to spend more money on alcohol.
Yes.
Okay. Then
Run into a second poison cloud.
That's. It's just my beer bottle.
Okay. After that, you go through. You find another pipe that's broken off, risking some damage on you. I'm not really worried about that one. That seems trivial at this point. And then finally, the wizard finds a exit out of the place. It brings you up just north of the Temple of Ulrich in the center of the city.
Holy cow. We're close.
As you guys emerge, looks like it's maybe 10 or so a.m. at this point.
Jesus Christ. You guys were down there a long time.
Looking for a bath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even I need a bath.
I'm looking for a bath.
All of you do.
There's a big pond, right? Not
Oh
too far
gosh,
away.
we'll get sued by the city for contaminating.
So you guys return to your tavern that you have a space.
Yeah,
And-
I plan on taking them to the dwarves.
Okay.
What are they worth?
Take it to the guy that's paying us. Let him know what's going on.
We can take one to him too. I'm going to report to the dwarves to get their discretion on it first.
Okay.
There's
Why-
There's procedure with this.
Why the dwarves care?
Okay.
Seems they've abandoned that area.
Alright. Are you gonna do that before or after you bid?
I'm going to bathe first.
Okay.
I'm at the dwarven place, which is right next door.
Okay. So you guys return to. Well, you're not right there right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you guys return to the various inns, taverns, etc. Spend a little bit of time, get cleaned up. I'm assuming one of these places was the Old Ale Tavern, where Matt went.
I mean, we have that one, and then we also have the Templar's Arms that he rented.
Okay, you're at the Templar's Arms.
And I still got the other
I was
one.
like, yeah, I'm at the old Inn.
I got the old lady's place for like 2 more days. I think.
Yeah, you guess that.
Okay.
Chaos.
Let's go with one that he rented.
Yeah, we can all stick together.
The Old Ale Inn. Okay. So you guys return there. Spend a bit of time getting cleaned up. Early afternoon or so, you're in a better position. At least you don't have the besmirched quality at this point.
I'm off to
That
the dwarves.
I'm going to return to college,
Okay.
specifically seeking out the Shadow Council.
Okay. So you go to the college, you go to the dwarfs, you're enjoying yourself at the tavern. What are the other three of you doing?
Going with him to the dwarves.
Dwarfs?
I'm going to rest.
Okay, you're gonna take a
I
nap.
am absolutely exhausted.
Yes.
I'm
The elf's hasn't even thought about that yet.
stressed.
He's been drinking.
Whatever. I know I rested.
Can't paid rest.
You're not scared about being tired.
Whatever.
You drink
By the time I got out, that alcohol was worn off.
Okay. So you go to the dwarfs to report what?
Everything.
Everything?
Every single thing.
Okay. You fill them in fully about how the elf abandoned you,
Yep.
as elves tend to do.
I especially talk about that.
Hey, and if he does it properly, they would point out, why did you deviate from the plan? That's all I'm saying.
If he does it properly, they won't mention that at all.
No, if he does it properly according to his code, they would point out to him that he deviated from the plan.
They're also dwarves, so they would mark you in a book of grudges.
Doesn't matter. No, they wouldn't, because they would know better. If he is honest and honorable.
I did stick to the plan.
I did nothing wrong. That's all I'm
I
saying.
will mark someone in
I
a book
stuck
of
to the
grudges
plan.
for stepping on their foot.
And I even warned everybody ahead of time. Let's go. And what did people do? Anatomy class. Cutting off heads. You started to follow me and they were running back for about some sort of a lantern. You got
I didn't
lanterns down.
have the skill.
And, yeah, my point is,
We all know.
our plan was leave. He would plant the bombs.
We
Nobody
were in the
followed me.
process of leaving. Just because we didn't beat feet like a coward and run at max speed down the tunnels doesn't mean we weren't in the process of leaving.
Who toe-to-toed them every time?
Me.
Come on now. Whatever.
That's true. I killed 3 that fight.
You didn't toe-to-toe those 2. You blew them up.
Exactly. That's all
Coward.
you need.
Coward's way.
You're the one with the bow.
They're
all the
arguing
time.
across the town at this point because nobody's met up with them.
Yeah.
It's all in our brains. Yeah. What is that movie when they have the whole fight in their minds? It's a martial arts movie.
Oh, I was thinking the
Jet Li.
Oh yeah, the one.
Anyways,
No, it's all different.
okay, so the dwarves take notes on
The
it.
one's actually futuristic.
They have, they concur that they've seen similar creatures to this. They're not sure exactly what they are, at least what they're revealing and so forth. I mean, they've seen Skaven; they're aware of it.
I'm aware of it also.
Okay, so they don't want such information to get out into the general public.
Yeah, that's what I was going to.
Okay.
First.
But yeah, I mean, this is concerning. But this was down in the upper city, right, or the upper undercity,
Whatever.
the upper tunnels.
The under.
Yeah,
It was down south.
It was in the upper tunnels.
Okay.
Was the region. They said it hasn't been
Baker always
uncommon
knows which
that
way
we've
it's
seen Skaven incursions to that depth. Did you see any sign of their warren or their leader?
Probably down below where the lift or whatever was that blew up.
Okay. Did you stop or did you close down any of their other access or other
I closed
options?
down the obvious access that were there before we got overwhelmed,
Okay.
as I would with the resources I had.
Okay. So they take notes as far as where you think you found this and so forth. They're going to dispatch a unit to go take a look and see. Otherwise, get some rest, recover, get a drink or two, and they'll be in contact.
Okay.
Don't trust elves.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I was also going to.
They're like, elves are garbage.
I was also going
That's
to.
their farewell.
I was also going to tell them about the.
Weak bird bones.
I was also going to inform them everything about that loading area.
Dude.
That's like right next to the dwarven area.
Oh, about the haulage?
Yeah, everything about that. Also.
Okay. They are concerned about that given its proximity. But according to them, that's more of a human problem.
Yeah. Just informing them about it.
Yeah. They have noted a few of the locals every so often seem to go missing, but they always just assume they left. But perhaps they had some involvement there.
Yep.
Okay.
Are they willing to donate me some bombs?
Donate you some bombs now.
What?
It's absolutely insane how much information you're bringing back to the dwarves. All this other shit. You brought them fucking Skaven heads. And they're like, yeah, get bit, nerd. It's like
20 gold of stuff used
They-
in that fight.
Okay. They have seen Skaven before. They're aware of Skaven, and they're dispatching a patrol to go deal with the Skaven.
And he's only like 106. He's like a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a junior guy.
106. He's not 106. He's like 50.
Besides which, he's an Ironbreaker. He's just doing his job.
He might be able to do what, like 35, 40? Come on.
You want me to get you some bombs? I'll steal some for you.
You know how quick the elf take offense
He
to
can
that
steal
shit?
some from the
Jesus.
dwarves. Anyways, you go to the college. You check in there. You gonna tell them anything and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will also. I'm gonna try to arrange a meeting with the
196. He can't be that.
the groups I had prior reported to.
Yeah. I mean, when you go to the college,
I-
that's the ones you talk to.
Yeah, I will hand over the Skaven hand
Okay.
as proof of the Skavens.
Okay.
He's probably like 30.
I will hand over the Necromantic Grimoire,
Okay.
and I will hand over this. For the record, I have taken a copy of this. So
You have paper and
I have a
paper.
copy of the scribe. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I have that.
It's rather.
That's pretty awesome.
Huh?
It's like, I have that.
It's rather I have
How'd you
a
get a copy of that?
inscription. Yeah. Of it.
Yeah, that's gonna say that's not the original he's handing over.
Yes.
I'm less handing over the scribe and more handing over the note we found.
I have that.
Yeah.
I never gave that up.
Yeah.
You gave it to him. He gave it to me. I just pocketed it.
I was just showing it to people as in terms of telling people. I still
All right,
have
then.
that.
With that, then I wouldn't have given it over.
Okay, which is fine. I'm not worried about it per se. I mean, they'll take whatever artifacts you give them.
Yeah.
I will explain to them the situation underneath.
Okay.
Let them make their own decisions and about that, and yeah, just overall update them on the current situation of why we were there, how we were there.
Okay. They're very concerned to hear about a chaos mage and a necromancer operating in the city. They bid you to investigate further and find out if he has any other dealings or associates in the area. Continue your investigations and report back in secret with whatever information you find. They provide you a reward for turning in the book of say 25 gold, as they check it into their library for safekeeping and or study eventually, and send you out to continue your effort. For the dwarfs, they explain, although dealing with Skaven is certainly good, what you seem to have found from these heads are Skaven slaves, the minimum, the lowest rung.
I'm mainly informing them not of like the Skaven presence there. I was using that as proof of the story and stuff like that. I was mainly explaining from the haulage with the Chaos Mage and stuff like that, having communication with the overall Skaven Undercity and having that connection along with it, with the notes I have and everything like that. That's why I was saying I'm explaining everything.
Right. Okay.
The whole story. And
yeah,
everything.
they're very concerned about reports of humans having dealings with Skaven. If there's some sort of organized plot there, that may explain their recent break-in as well.
Oh yeah.
Because of activities there, especially if the haulage was just a short distance down the street. Okay. They have to do some further investigations and check with some elders and find out if there's any other possibilities they can look into, and what the patrol comes back with from the mines or from the tunnels when they come back. Were you able to locate any other information from down there?
I mean, in terms of it, the tunnel went down probably below the lower city.
Right, but typically a Skaven group has leaders and commanders in charge. Did you locate any of them or recover any of their materials?
We did not, because what resources we had and the protocols involved with it.
Okay.
We took care of their route going up and down and mobilizing them so we can get troops down there to stop them when we're stronger while they're incapacitated.
Okay. Well, we'll see what the troops come back with when they return. Okay. And then, what are the rest of you doing?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna go talk to, oh boy, the sheriff.
The guy you kept trying to rob.
The
Schiffler.
I can't remember that dude's name.
Schutzman?
Schutzman? Yeah, Schutzman. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Okay. Going
And,
by yourself or with the rest of the group?
Can I get one of the heads?
I guess that depends if the dwarves.
They don't have any need for it. They're
I didn't know if there were all secrecy and everything.
They're all sitting on their own.
No, I mean, in the light and everything, they obviously are rat-like in feature, but they're not distinctive beyond that. I mean, any normal person that doesn't know any better would view them literally as beastmen. Again, these are basically the lowest rung of the Skaven society and barely better than mutants themselves.
Okay, so are they beastmen or are they Skaven? Or
From your perspective, they're Skaven, and from a human perspective,
they're just beastmen?
they are, to a casual observer, they're going to equate him to beastmen. To somebody who knows something and has other information, like that you guys have been providing, like Schutzman, he's going to start connecting. Yeah, there's a Skaven threat here.
Okay, then let's take these to Schutzman. Maybe he'll give us a reward. But more importantly, so just real quick from my personal edification, beastmen are mutants, right?
Yes.
They don't generally. Every picture I've ever seen in Warhammer of beastmen is they are random mutations. So you'll have a goat man next to a fucking wolf man next to a cow man, a bull dude.
Warhammer terminology of mutants fits that description.
Right.
Beastmen are actually their own culture per se that happen to be beast-like, which is why you have gores and ungores that are all very similar in appearance, but are considered beastmen. Now,
okay, so like there could be a subspecies of beastmen living in the sewers that are all just rat-like mutant guys.
Conceivably.
Do you see my confusion here?
Yeah,
I agree. And that's what most, because Skaven are believed to not exist, if you show a casual observer, that's what they're going to argue.
Right. They're just another
goat
mutant.
people in the forest. There obviously must be rat people that are the same
That
thing.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's what people
That
argue
makes perfect
for.
sense. But from a player perspective, we know that Skaven are a completely different species.
Correct.
And now as a player, we're kind of putting, or as a character, we're putting two and two together on this.
Yep.
And going, these aren't fucking beastmen, these are something else.
Correct.
Okay.
And,
I take
and I buy that. I have no problem with that.
I take the hits to Schutzman.
Right.
And explain what we found, what we went through.
Right. The question becomes a matter of A, what are the Skaven trying to accomplish in town? And B, can you find enough evidence to convince the powers of Mindenheim that Skaven are an actual threat? Because right now you've interacted with Schutzman and he has some information, but anything that's solid proof,
like 4 heads in a duffel bag?
like 4 heads in a duffel bag that might be beastmen, for most of the people, well, they're going to look at other options.
That's fine. I don't care about trying to convince the populace.
Well, what I'm talking about, the nobility, convincing the Graph.
No, what about the Graph either? Schutzman is my boss.
Okay.
If I have to convince him, I will draw him the goddamn map of all the evidence we're finding.
Okay.
And lead him to the conclusion that we need to burn the city down.
But he will still in turn tell you, that's great, I believe you. Now we need to convince the Graph.
And when we get to that point, we'll cross that bridge.
And add that together with the information about
Out of curiosity, then the ones I had fought with this character
thing
earlier on in the campaign
undead in the city.
We're not
too?
Skaven.
We add that in there too.
Those were legitimate Skaven, full armor, weapons, etc., well equipped.
Remember, they kicked my ass.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are tier 1. You were probably fighting tier 3 out of maybe 5 or 6 levels.
Because that's what I thought. I was worried about when we got into this.
Yes.
It's like, I'm so dead.
Well, and that's the thing. You've just scratched the surface of the rats at this point with legitimate proof, because you didn't capture anything from that previous fight.
Yeah.
And right now, other than the 2 bodies that the professor had that somehow disappeared, that's been the only legitimate proof of Skaven activity. So Schutzman obviously has heard reports, he's heard stories, but he can't go to the Graph and get authorization for serious activity and get your group publicized and supported. That's why it's a secret group. It's your secret police looking into this, because he thinks there's a threat, he doesn't know what, and he doesn't want to jump the wrong direction and say, we got problems with rats, when really it's beastmen, or vice versa.
We didn't leave anybody living back at the hall, did we?
Not that we're aware of.
Down in the sewers?
No, I mean at the hall.
Yeah, we killed
Gouda's
everyone.
place.
Everybody, we killed everyone there.
Yes.
That,
Except for the dude that won't die.
no. Yeah, well, I'm not worried about him.
I mean, he can't talk or breathe or anything, but he's still alive.
He can if the halfling blows air into his lungs.
That is so great.
I mean, he's got lungs.
He told
He
me
has
to
lungs
tell
now.
me about that. I'm like, that's
He does.
amazing.
He had somebody's lungs.
I would install a harmonica permanently in his throat.
It kind of creeped even me out. And the idea I put an arrow and it went in one part of his head, out the other, and he's still moving.
No,
That's
no,
terrible.
he was stopped.
He stopped.
No, he
until
stopped.
He pulled the arrow out, and then it started moving again.
Right.
That's terrifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How